Christmas. Kind of. Opening day? Really? Ooh. What is up? Merry Thursday to you. Go. The National Football League. Presented by Westwood One and here on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. All season long, the best in the National Football League will be right here on your home for the National Football League. The Sports Animal, the home for the National Football League. The National Football League will start tonight with two of the oldest teams in the National Football League. The oldest rival in the National Football League, the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. You ready? How about that, Packer? Oh, wait.
Oh man, you got me.
Yeah, I got you.
I was like,
I know. Your boy's already, he was a
how
practice
about them
yesterday.
cheeseheads?
You see your boy practice yesterday?
I did not see him practice, but
He
I'm
was
glad
there.
he was there.
It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, J.J. Buck, the Golden Hoser, Jason. What's good, y'all?
Oh, what it do?
Oh yeah,
Oh,
buddy.
yeah, buddy.
Oh, baby.
You ready?
Football's football.
Football's football. Set your fantasy football lineups.
Set your lineups. Realize that contracts are signed. They're putting on that helmet.
Woo!
No one has a problem with it this evening.
Let it
We're gonna
roll,
get some
baby.
regular season football.
Woo!
Woo!
Did you just woo? You did,
right.
Stan, you did. All right.
I think this is a great matchup as well to open the season.
What's
It's a great matchup to open the season.
wrong with this matchup?
Chicago, can they do it again? 12-4 last year. Mitchell Trubisky, Matt Nagy took that huge step, but they opened last year with that loss to a banged-up Aaron Rodgers.
Remember
And
that?
will we see a healthy Aaron Rodgers this season? So I think it's a very important game, even at home, for the Chicago Bears to assert themselves in that division, which it's pretty good.
Why are you have a problem with that? I was walking down the hall yesterday, and Hot Take Dougie was all upset about it, too. I mean,
You need the
I
Patriots.
understand
He didn't
Hot
like the
Take
Magic?
Dougie. You know, he
He
complains
thought it was
about
boring
everything.
or what?
No, he complains about everything. But what's wrong with this matchup? The team that won the division last year against one of the best quarterbacks in the league with a new coach and old
Hey,
rivalry.
like
what's
what you
wrong
like,
with
man.
this?
Like what you
No,
like.
I'm
And,
asking you what's wrong with it. Why
it's
don't you?
100 years. So I just thought maybe we'd get more of an exciting matchup.
Why is this not?
But
That's what
no,
I'm saying.
this
Why
is
this not
exciting in the traditional sense.
So what would be more
because they're
exciting?
two oldest.
What do you want?
Man, I wanted to see the Browns.
You don't need the Browns in open.
Dude, you're going to see enough of the damn Browns. What did the Browns do to warrant being on opening day?
Man, they've got all these electric figures on their team.
You remember when Odell Beckham Jr. played for the Giants and ran to watch them on Sunday Night Football all the time?
You're going to see enough of the
Yeah,
Browns.
yeah.
Seriously. I mean,
The team that
Browns-
everyone loves. And oh, by the way, the quarterback was still one game below 500.
and by the way, who did you want to see him play? Just out of curiosity. What's there's two teams that got to play in a football game. Who do you want to see him play?
Not good enough.
Not the Tennessee, that's for sure.
Well,
Because
I mean,
that's
who do you wanna
who
see
they
him
have to
play?
open up with. But
Yeah, that would have been the best.
Yeah, that'd have been great, huh? You got football tonight, and it's going to be good, and it matters.
Let's go.
And it matters. It's the opening drive. Come on in, 2460610, 888-922-0610.
I feel like the pressure's on the Packers
I kind of do, too.
in the opener. Can you get a healthy Aaron Rodgers?
Although
now,
pressure's on the Bears,
they
too.
got him last year, and
Yeah.
it's tough when you look at teams. You think they're going to be good. What does football do? Throws you a curveball. And that division's strong.
Yes.
The Lions, you might have this sense of, well, I'm not sure, but they're not terrible.
So a year ago, the Vikings were kind of the hot pick, right? What have the Vikings done personnel-wise? Now, you may say, I just don't believe in Kirk Cousins, and I can listen to that. But what have the Vikings done other than get a healthy Dalvin Cook back and have really good receivers, and strengthen their defense? What have they done to make you think that they're not going to be as good?
Nothing. I think they'll be fine. I think they're going to be good. They're going to push these two teams. And the Packers always comes down to Aaron Rodgers because that's a roster we look at. And you got Devontae Adams, fantastic. We've been waiting on Aaron Jones for it feels like 2 years to emerge as the running back there. But for the Bears, assert themselves, see just what Mitchell Trubisky and that team is going to do. Coming off that 12-4 season, if you're the Packers, you're just like fingers crossed we get a healthy Aaron Rodgers. Even though they won that game last year, left, was it the second quarter? When they hobbling around,
Yeah.
they won the game by a point in the knee, and then that just affected them the entire season. They were 6-9 a year ago, and then the Vikings, I think they're good. A lot of people, like you just mentioned, don't buy into Kirk Cousins. This is a huge one tonight.
Kirk Cousins puts up numbers. He puts up numbers. If their defense can stop people, the Vikings have a lot of weapons. And if Dalvin Cook becomes, and this is time for him to become what they thought he was going to become.
And their team established a run, so they're going to invest a lot in Dalvin Cook in terms of play calling and giving him the rock.
Yep. All right. We got a lot of stuff in the NFL to talk about. Antonio Brown can't get out of his way.
Still? What do you trip over now?
Himself.
Ooh, that's kind of hard.
He reacted to the Raiders fining him. By the way, he was up for fines. He received a letter that said he was going to get fined. He knew he was going to. So I always wondered, with fines, like with Zeke, all the fines that he accrued, did they waive that? All right, never mind. We got your deal.
Well, they
signed.
had the option, so it wasn't. I mean,
so do they typically
I don't know if
waive
they actually,
those fines?
I don't
It's
think they
probably
actually
a
found them.
case-by-case basis. Like, they're probably, you had Jerry Jones, Zeke going back and forth a little bit, or his agent. There wasn't as much frustration. I really don't think there was as much frustration with the Zeke Jones thing at the end as there's been with Antonio Brown and saying, dude, you can't wear this helmet. Like, let's go.
Yeah, I think the Zeke thing, you knew what you were dealing with. It was an issue. It was a business issue. You knew what you were dealing with. With the Antonio Brown thing, it was a bunch of created drama. And to that end, they fined him. The Raiders fined the receiver $54,000 in time for missing camp. And Antonio Brown tweeted the letter. And this was the text. It says, when your own team want to hate, but there's no stopping me now. Devil is a lie. Everyone got to pay this year, so we clear.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't even make sense.
It does. And he put it on his Instagram. And the letter was from the Raiders general manager, Mike Mayock, and he told Brown that he was being fined $13,950 for missing a walkthrough back on August 22nd, which was an unexcused absence. And then Brown was with the team in Winnipeg for the preseason game that day, and he missed the walkthrough. He didn't participate in pregame warmups. He ran routes, he caught passes, and the letter also said that the team had already fined him previously $40,000 for missing camp August 18th. That was the day that you get the Mike Mayock, you're all in or you're all out ultimatum. And should he continue to miss mandatory things, the Raiders have the right to impose fines. So that's what I agree with you. This one's different. Like, I wonder on the Zeke thing, did they waive the fines? And I flat out don't know.
I don't think they ever fine.
Well, he's fined X number per contract.
Yeah, it could be.
If you're not a camp, and he was under contract. It's not like he was.
No, I understand that, and Jerry Jones came out and said, "Look, the option is there, but he has never really enforced it."
Okay, all right. I just why, just why, why hit the social media, and why are you always the victim, and why if you're going to take this to the public. And obviously it is an attempt to get the public on your side, right? There's no other reason to do this, is there? Or to show how bad your team is. This is you
but no one's gonna
setting
be
the
on
table
his
for the.
side.
No, of course not.
They could have sent him that letter, and they could have had a conversation, and he probably could have got out of some of that if you really wanted to. Instead, putting them on blast, showing this letter off, saying they're fining me, the Raiders are coming back on, yeah, we'll take that money now then, thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. And probably hit you with something detrimental.
Is he okay?
No. And so you get to
we
a point.
just have a conversation with Antonio. Just sit down and be like, what's up?
The cheese is
What's
falling
the
off the
deal?
cracker, folks.
Yeah, I don't. To your point, I don't think he is. And now, who am I to judge a man's mental health per se, which is essentially what we're judging, right? But no, it doesn't feel like he is. I don't think there's a perception of reality there.
I think it might even be a ploy. Like if the season doesn't play out like he's supposed to, I don't know. Maybe he's throwing it out there to say, well, it's been a struggle since the beginning for him. He's just frustrated with the organization, and that's why.
What did the organization do?
I know. No, I'm just saying. I'm just putting it out there that this might
man
be
came
his
in
thinking.
with
I don't know.
whoopee
Maybe it's too
cushion-
much pressure for him.
The man came in with whoopee cushions on his feet and couldn't practice. And then he held out because he couldn't find one of 46 helmets that were acceptable to him. And somehow, and the organization stood by him.
But he's also coming in with a lot of hype, a lot of talk that he's brought on to himself.
It's all him
So
bringing
now
it on
he's
himself.
got to hey, let's deliver on some of
So
that.
I'm asking you again, what did the organization do to him?
No, nothing. I'm just saying he's just. I'm just thinking
He's been
that's
one of
what
the
he's going to
top
be
3
thinking of.
receivers in the league. There's no
Yes.
pressure. He's not
Yes.
bringing extra hype.
Yes.
He's that dude.
Yes.
That's the expectations, no matter where he was.
Well, I know he's that dude, but what if he doesn't perform like that dude this year?
You think that's what he's
And
worried
he's going
about?
to be on Derek
you know,
Carr. in
that
his
could be-
opinion.
Yeah, it's
Like,
going to
that
be.
could be causing
That's
some-
your good point. It'll be on
it's
Derek
not on
Carr.
Antonio Brown.
Yeah, then it'll be Derek Carr's fault.
And you see it right there, the Instagram post on our ProView feed.
Take a look at the show. We are simulcast. Go to Comcast Channel 26, ProView Networks, all of their social media outlets. That's the Twitter, the YouTube, and, of course,
That's
the
just-
Facebook and our
and
Facebook page.
That's just business. Like you read through that, just
Yeah.
this business language.
It's
It's
a
the
form
Raiders,
letter, dude.
like just handling their stuff. And if he really wanted to, he'd probably go to his agent
Lenny on the line.
and probably could have settled something else with the Raiders. But he's just taking everything to 110 immediately
That's right.
this offseason.
All right, we got a break. Chris Jans will be with us coming up at 8 o'clock. He's New Mexico State's men's basketball coach. Aggies put out their schedule this week. So we'll take a look at that, break that down. He's got a pretty good team coming back, too. Like a really good team, and the majority of a 30-win team coming back. So we'll catch up with Chris Jans at 8 o'clock. Get to the phones next. It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, the Golden Hoster, and Jason on ProView Networks at 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to NewMexicoHighlands.com today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green.
And keep the community green as well.
Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment.
You trash it,
We smash it. Jackson Compaction. We've earned a reputation for great results.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offers now. It's about building a long-term relationship, and he wants to be your realtor for life.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
ABQ ER and Hospital is changing the way you see ER in Albuquerque. We promise to see each patient within 10 minutes of arrival. ABQ ER and Hospital is now offering $25 school physicals, with 100% of proceeds donated back to the schools.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms and individual
Be with us.
apparel.
Football tonight, Bears, Packers here on this radio station. 5:30, Westwood One's coverage will begin, and the NFL season is off and running. We'll get into the Eagles' offer for Melvin Gordon as well, which I don't know that the Chargers are getting anything better than that. Is that real?
That's the reports, and it's one where, and it was pointed out yesterday, if the Chargers do not believe they want to pay Melvin Gordon like a top 5 running back, how is someone going to give them a first-round pick for him?
If they don't believe, what do you mean?
Like, if they're not going to pay him like a top running back in this league,
right?
How are they expecting a first-round pick back for him?
But yet they were offered one.
They were not offered.
Reportedly. The Melvin Gordon deal wasn't Jordan.
It was Jordan Howard in mid-round pick.
Oh, it was a mid-round pick. Okay.
If it was Jordan Howard in a first-round pick, they would have done it in a heartbeat.
All right. Yeah. So with to your point, they're asking.
Like, we don't believe in
a
this
price,
guy,
right?
but we want.
You need to believe in him if you want him. Yeah.
First-round pick for him.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's just not going to work out for Melvin Gordon. He's not in that Zeke Elliott category. He's not Saquon Barkley coming up, Christian McCaffrey potentially.
Take his $10 million a year though.
He's just that step down. He's a good running back, but he's not going to be able to move the needle like Zeke Elliott was.
Lenny, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. You want to run a clock? Go.
I believe what you're saying. Melvin Gordon is just hyping himself up too much. So, but the Chargers are blowing the trade also.
In what way?
You need to just cut bait and move on.
Yeah, but I mean, cut bait means at some point you got to get something in return, right?
You're going to get something, but something's better than nothing. He's not going to come back until week 10 if it continues like this, because he has to be back by week 10.
Well, then it's going to be miserable.
Right.
No.
So, I mean, it's not going to help the relationship any better, and teams are just going to hold out. The longer you hold out, the less you're going to get in trade value. And like you were saying yesterday, then they're going to hold out and wait to see if somebody gets hurt, unfortunately, in the first couple of games, and then try to go that route. And it doesn't always work out that way. So now let's move on to the knucklehead Antonio Brown.
Yeah.
And like you guys, you were saying, he can't get out of his own way. He can't shut up. He created all of his own problems, from his foot problems being frozen to the helmet issue. And then you don't show up just for mandatory, not asking you to play with the helmet on, just mandatory team activities, and you don't show up. And you expect a free pass. Now, if he wouldn't have put this in the news and would have stood quiet with all of this, I don't think he gets fined like Elliott's not getting fined, because the Cowboys knew with Elliott what was going on, but they weren't going back on the fort in the press about it.
Well,
and I think Mayock is trying to set a standard with Oakland. We're trying to stop being the league's dysfunctional team.
Well, that's right. And to your point, everything
professionally.
is fabricated. Well, not fabricated. Is created by the player in this situation. And the Cowboys thing, it was different, right? It was. You knew what the issue was. It was one issue. It was a constant issue. It was a steady issue. And the player wasn't out there saying a bunch of stuff. The owner was, but the player was not. This is a player who
can always
created.
say what he wants to say, but at the end of the day, Jerry still paid him.
Yeah. No,
and paid him what he wanted.
Yes. No,
And he folded.
we're singing the same
So
song.
I can't see him paying him $15 million. Oh, but by the way, we're going to fine you $65,000.
No, we're singing the same song. Yeah. All right.
You know, Brown just needs to go out and do one thing. Can you play on the field? Can you get a chemistry going with Derek Carr and play?
Yep. I think
That's
right.
it.
That's right. Shut up and
Stop
play.
being a prima donna. And then quick pick for tonight, and you'll see the Packers pull off. I don't know if it's an upset or not, but you'll see them win 24-17.
Who is favored tonight? All right, Lenny. Thanks. 24-17, you got Packers tonight. Thank you, Lenny. 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Who is favored?
Chicago field goal.
Because they're at home?
Yeah.
All right. Who do you like tonight? I like the Packers tonight, too. Everybody loves the Bears. They won the division last year. This is the year Mitch Trubisky has got to become whatever it is Mitchell Trubisky is going to become, right? Wanda says, good football morning. Go Packers. Good morning, Wanda. The Bears.
And he was to the level of a 12-win quarterback last season.
No,
it's the cycles. That's still a very good football team. I think defensively they might take a little bit of a step back because sometimes turnovers, you just can't create them at the same amount you did last year. They still have the pieces. Khalil Mack, still the probably biggest difference maker on defense in that division, but you just need Mitchell Trubisky now to step up, carry even more of a load. If you're not creating those same amount of turnovers. And for the Packers, it's Aaron Rodgers has already been going back and forth with everybody, and he never likes who his head coach is. We've already seen that in the preseason with Matt LaFleur and him not being on the same page. So for him to come out,
did you say LaFleur?
LaFleur. Is there any other way to say that?
LaFleur?
It just comes out
LaFleur?
LaFleur. LaFleur.
Yeah.
Matt LaFleur.
Yeah.
For him, come out, stay healthy, avoid the injury. This is a huge game tonight in the opener.
Yeah, and that's why it's a good matchup. I mean, you don't have to watch. You don't watch, man. It's even on regular
I'm
TV.
gonna watch.
No, you shouldn't.
I'm going to
should.
watch.
I don't
I'm
wanna
just not going
hear
to
what you
sit
think about the
there,
game now.
order my wings, and watch maybe all of it. I'll probably just glance over it now and then see what's happening. You know what I'm saying?
Do you have you
Hey, don't tell me how to watch my games.
got your red zone and all that stuff yet ordered? Hour and 56 minutes on the phone with DirecTV. 4 different calls yesterday.
Dude,
4.
get you an antenna.
Can't get all those games.
Yeah,
on
I
antenna.
know. I just threw it
I
out
would.
there.
I would. And
All
after
this
being
great
without
stuff, and then you can't get through.
I was choked when I got hung up on twice.
Oh, no.
And then have to start the whole process over again.
Bet your head got red.
Oh, and you
Red
don't want
zone
to.
is the ultimate thing of why you would never go to another game.
Well, and you can't
You
just
just,
you can't just buy red zone.
Yeah, you have to get.
You have
Sunday
to buy
ticket.
Sunday Ticket Max and pay the upgrade. It's
Whoa.
expensive.
They're holding you hostage.
Now it's
They
Max,
are.
huh?
It's Max. Well, so you can buy Red Zone, or I'm sorry,
You get the
Sunday,
Sunday
ticket, and that gives you all the games.
Then you got
and you can flip back and forth. But to get the Red Zone, you got to go Sunday Ticket Max. And I call them. Usually they cut you some sort of a deal because it gets expensive.
Yeah.
And
then you've been with them for a while, right?
a long time, and that was my deal.
Did
You
you
got
throw
all
that
these
out there?
great deals for all these people who are moving over here, and what about people who've been with you for all these years?
That's right.
What do
They
you do for
forget
those
about
people?
The loyal customer.
No, we'll send you to the loyalty department.
Yeah, where you get hung up twice.
Yeah, punch hose head in the cojones. This says, I think that's you.
Listen to all these punching people.
People want. I just got a text to punch you in the cojones. I'm not going to do that, by the way. But why, man?
You got a face shot yesterday.
Because
got
I don't
that
like the
today.
Bears
I just,
or the Packers.
Yeah,
Or-
I guess so. I guess so. By
You
the
know
way,
what game I don't want to watch this weekend?
what? What?
Cowboys game. No,
Yeah, I
thank
don't either. Who cares?
You know which other one I don't want to watch? The Bronco game.
I don't want to watch that either, Joe.
Then
Flacco.
don't.
Move on.
Because I can't. It's on Monday Night Football.
Oh, you can't watch Monday Night Football. That isn't available over your rabbit ears. Halftime in China, FIBA World Cup, USA 56, Japan 23. They're playing basketball right now. USA 56, Japan.
So far, so good.
23.
Can Alex Kirk get on that team?
You think so?
Could use him.
If not, he could play for Serbia or something, couldn't he?
Well, he's playing professionally in Japan.
Oh, you want him to play for the Japanese team? I don't know.
Winning championships over there.
Yeah,
They
I
can
have
use
no,
him.
I have no idea.
Someone in the middle.
I don't know what the parameters are for claiming that. Hey, fellas, New Mail offers you cutting-edge programs. And it might be perfect for you if you are feeling fatigued, lack of energy, erectile dysfunction. New Mail, with their cutting-edge programs and the latest treatments, benefiting guys all over the country, might be for you. Call New Mail at 505-652-1688. That's 505-652-1688. New Mail's right here in Albuquerque. And they've got a tremendous success rate. So if you're suffering from erectile dysfunction, depression, tired of being tired, just want to feel better, New Mail's for you. 505-652-1688. That's 505-652-1688. Here's the bottom line. If you could feel better, why would you not do it? And you can. This isn't just going to go away. You can feel better by calling New Mail. It's helping guys all over the country. Guys who are experiencing lack of energy, dealing with hair loss, low T, erectile dysfunction, all things, gentlemen, that are natural when you reach a certain age. Nothing to be ashamed of. Only thing to be ashamed of is if you don't do anything about it. Do something about it. Call New Mail 505-652-1688. 505-652-1688, and you will feel better. When we come back, I got presents for you guys. Presents. It's the opening of football season, which is kind of like Christmas, and I've got gifts on the opening drive on ProView Networks at 95.9 FM and AM 610 Sports Animal.
Sports Animal time is now 7:26, and here's another look at the roads. This report is sponsored by Slapfish. Well, the roads are looking good right now. No major accidents or delays to speak of, but if you happen to see something, make sure and call us on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167, brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. Hey, seafood lovers, there are now 2 Slapfish locations. The original on Holly and now in the corner at Windrock. You're going to love the delicious and healthy fish specials, signature lobster rolls, 2-fisted burritos, and craft beer selections. Visit Slapfish soon. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
Albuquerque's #1 sports station, broadcasting live from the Gallus Chevrolet Truck Country Studio. 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
You've been hurt at work and you're having a tough time recovering. Did you know medical marijuana might be an option? In New Mexico, workers' compensation has its own court, and you need a lawyer that specializes in workers' comp. That's Fogel Law Firm. They'll work with your insurance company to get you what you're entitled to under the law. Personal injury lawyers don't have expertise for workers' comp claims. Call the experts for a free consultation at the Fogel Law Firm, 255-9092 or FOGEL
Pat Benatar and Neil Giraldo, the 40th Anniversary Tour, September 22nd, the all-new Isleta Casino Showroom. Reserved seats are on sale now at the box office or isleta.com.
You can count on Roto-Rooter's licensed professionals for all of your plumbing needs for your home or your business. Roto-Rooter will be on time and on budget. With 80 years of plumbing experience, Roto-Rooter will make things right.
You have to be up in 5 hours. 2 hours. 6 minutes, and you haven't slept a wink. ZzzQuil Pure Z's is a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake with no next-day grogginess. So tonight, try new ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil.
This is Sarah's O'Reilly Auto Parts story.
Driving cross-country with 2 young children is ambitious, to say the least. Then our check engine light came on. We pulled into O'Reilly Auto Parts and they tested it. Turned out it was a faulty sensor. They referred us to a great mechanic just down the street and we were back on the road in no time.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hi, welcome to this Subway ad for the all-new Pit Smoked Brisket. How would you like it?
I'll take a man who knows what's what.
Y'all know what? The all-new Pit Smoked Brisket at Subway is smoked slower than a slug going up a down escalator, that's what. I'm talking tender, juicy brisket, naturally pit smoked for at least 13 hours. What's more, it's got layer after layer of smoky flavor. Smoked cheddar and barbecue sauce on delicious Italian bread. Subway, make it what y'all want, what not. Limited time only at participating restaurants.
Got plans for Labor Day weekend? Do they include saving money? Because Labor Day savings at the Home Depot means up to 40% off appliance special buys. Get a quiet-running Whirlpool dishwasher that senses how dirty your dishes are and adapts its cleaning cycle. It's just $378, so you'll save $200. Sounds like a plan. See why with Labor Day savings, today is the day for doing. The Home Depot. More saving.
Last spot.
U.S. only while supplies last. See store for details. Valid through September 11th.
The Jim Rome Show.
If I'm a player in Nevada, that's tough. You lose a guy that you love. Alfred is not Eric Musselman. Not as good a coach, not as good a guy, and they're not going to like playing for him as much, I hate to say.
Weekdays at 10, The Sports Animal. The Jim Rome Show. Up next at 10, 95.9 FM and AM 610, The Sports Animal.
So I thought today would be a good day. More so because I finally got this done. I hate when I screw with the cameras, Jason.
He's a magic man.
Like the blouse. It's kind of a blouse today. I mean, it doesn't have the fabric of a blouse. But it's got flowers and...
Kind of got that couchy vibe to it.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm into the blouse. I did it before you did, by the way. That's why I wore the blouse. Look at you rocking the ProView Network's polo. It's the opening drive. Jeff Symbieta, JJ Buck, the Golden Emboldened hoster, and Jason. We're on the ProView Networks. Comcast Channel 26, Facebook. It's our Facebook page, the OD and the AM. Also, the ProView Networks page, as well as Twitter and the YouTube. All right. So it was a while ago. We were honored. When did we go to dinner?
Ooh, it was.
I think that was beginning of June.
Was it in June?
Man.
And we go. You know, we were honored, as you know, as what does it say? The best sports show on the market. Yeah, that's fair. And we've won this multiple times. And so you get one, and they look like this. We get one award. And I told JJ I would go out and buy a couple more, so everybody can have one. And so this is for your mantle or wherever it is you'd like to, or just don't put it right there because
they'll get.
See how this is clear and it looks. It got in their way. Carlisle couldn't see through it. It was very cumbersome. He couldn't see Vital. So here's one for you.
Thank you very much.
And you can come over whenever you want. And
Okay.
I got
Be right there.
See, Jason, now do you understand why I didn't get one for you? You weren't with the show last year. So yeah, I just want to, I know, they're awards and they're cool when you get them, but just got them picked up and somewhere I might have one. And look at that, there's the golden hoster.
Thank you very much.
Oh, you're not on. Hold on, they now come in.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Speech.
Yeah. I like
Oh, here we go. You can use my mic.
Yeah.
No, those mics are hot.
Jeez.
So yeah, where you start to pile all these up? Are they at home?
They are.
Yeah, they're starting.
They're
to
cool. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah. No, it's kind of fun to win, and yeah, Jason, you're part of you're part of an award-winning radio show. I think you knew that. Probably should turn that up. Yeah, award-winning radio. All right, 246-0610-888-92206.
On to 2019, and that's just one show at a time. And
we're out of Cincinnati, and
I like to live by the motto: the great Jim Rome, have a take, don't suck.
That's right. That's right. Try to do something about it. And now, Hoser, we're on to Cincinnati. See what I'm saying? And did you hear Belichick yesterday? Do you have that soundbite when he was asked if you're excited about the season? Do you still get chills to start the season? He says, "Man, I like football. I like football season."
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Huh?
Yeah,
he is
the best.
Not the best.
No, he's the best.
But, he is definitely the football is football. Oh yeah.
Here's why I'll tell you I think he's the best, because there are becoming more and more accounts of him being really funny and outgoing in personal settings, that he's got a ton of personality, that the guy's engaging, gregarious, funny, and this is his persona. And the fact that he never cracks, never gets out of character, right? Never. That's why I think he's the best. You get coaches. You get a lot of different Rocky Longs.
Yeah,
you get a lot of different. Pick your coach.
Yeah, to your point, he never changes, which is fine. But that is like the last beat I would ever want to actually be on.
How do you ask a question?
There's stuff even outside of basketball. Like there's just things you can do, things you can talk
Social
about.
issues. Yeah.
With Belichick, you're just like, so you have football players in the team, right? It's like, yep, all right, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
We got players, and they're going to take them, and we're going to go
Just
on.
that awkward dude you try to talk to, and then you're just like, nice to meet you, and you just turn away. And
all right. So yesterday, Bill Belichick was asked, "How you feel about football season? You still get excited?"
You still get excited for the opening night?
Yeah, I like football. I like football season and all the things that go with it.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
All the things that go with it.
And, it's probably what he feels, right? But to your point, that would be a tough beat to be on. You go armed with questions every day. You go in there, and if you are not a seasoned reporter, he will eat you.
Yeah, what's
he will make
the thing
you
you
cry.
can get him to say anything about? Like, what do you think of out routes, Bill? Well, we use them in the offense.
And they're very successful for us. You can't ask me yes or no. Yes. I just answer that. Yeah, he would be frustrating. But I love him. I think he's the best because it's a character. Like, I caught a bit of the Super Bowl was replayed last night with them mic'd up, and so you could hear him during the game. We're champs. Like, have you seen that version of it yet? They ran it last night on I don't know if it was NFL Network or one of the ESPN network. Anyway, and there's personality there, but he is like so disciplined when he is in that setting. To me, it's brilliant to not ever fluctuate because there's got to be emotion, right? There's got to be emotion in him.
Well, we know there is,
and he
in
just
those
programs
moments.
himself. Yeah, robotic. Yeah. I love football. I love football season. Everything that goes with it. Yeah.
I like the shape of the ball. I like the field.
So, when there's a right amount of PSI. Oh, dude, I was thinking about you the other day. All right, Saturday night could have been Friday, but I'm fairly certain it was Saturday. But now that I think it could have been Friday, and it really doesn't matter. So Audrey and I walk into a bar in Huntington Beach. We sit down at the corner of the bar, and there's a couple there, and we start talking to them. And they're in from Redlands, and they're in Huntington Beach for the weekend. And start, who's your team in football? Because there's games on everywhere, right? And they are adamant that Tom Brady cheated, and he should have been like just the Tom Brady haters. Mm-hmm. And you know where I am on that. So I said to her, I actually respect him and like him more. So how can that even be? He's a cheater. He cheated. If you take care of the football, and I said I firmly believe that Tom Brady liked his football a certain feel, and that's how he's been playing. That's the illegal. That's cheating. I said I'm going to tell you, LeBron James probably doesn't, or at least before that all went down, know what legal PSI is in a basketball. Do you believe that? Mm-hmm. Now he might now. Oh, that's his only job. No, it's not really his only job. But, oh, man, this woman, she was screaming at me. Damn 49er fan. And, like LeBron absolutely knows how many PSI are in basketball. No. Absolutely not. Don't. Wouldn't even know what PSI is. Probably never heard of it before.
They know what they like in terms of the feel.
Right. He knows what his basketball feels like. Yes.
Not... this is a 17.7 PSI.
Right.
Yeah, let's take it down a notch.
Right. I was thinking of you, and I'm like, we got to talk about this because they were angry. I'm like, easy, have another one of those big vodka drinks. Get louder.
But it's entirely possible for Tom to have been like, hey, take a little bit of air out because it's the way I like it to feel, without him knowing that it has to be exactly like 18.6.
Their point was it's an advantage if you're able to grip it. Yeah, I understand the advantage. Like, yes, I give you your point. It's an advantage. So once they got the PSI and took away his advantage. How'd he play, by the way? How'd he play in the second half of that game? Oh, did he win a Super Bowl that year? How do you kept winning Super Bowls? Oh, he's a cheater. He's all right. I got it. Have fun with Jimmy Garoppolo. That's all I can say. 246-0610 is where we are. 888-922-0610. You know how many PSI are in a basketball? Let's ask Chris Jans. Do you think Jans will know?
Yeah, he probably knows.
You think so?
I would think so.
Vu's probably listening right now and is going to arm him with that knowledge.
I'm going to say it's about 27.
I have no idea. None. Don't even care. But all right.
All I know is when I air up my son's ball, I give it about 20 pumps. 30.
How many PSI per pump?
Good question. I don't know. Guess depends on my forearm.
All right. Need to take a break. Chris Jan's going to be with us at the top of the hour. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? 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 Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to NewMexicoHighlands.com today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offers now. It's about building a long-term relationship, and he wants to be your realtor for life.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted.
A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch Green Chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
ABQ ER and Hospital is changing the way you see ER in Albuquerque. We promise to see each patient within 10 minutes of arrival. ABQ ER and Hospital is now offering $25 school physicals, with 100% of proceeds donated back to the schools.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
Perez Collision Center is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks and Albuquerque Boxing. Perez Collision Center offers expert knowledge on any of your auto body and paint needs. Give them a call today, 505-254-4655, or stop by for a visit at 2415 2nd Street Northwest in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Perez Collision Center.
You gotta like this when email comes in and says, J-Ho, I think that's you, that's your hoser. Or like one on this issue. Jeffrey and Juan Jose, this is a Thursday night snoozer. Really?
Well, get some support out there.
Why? What's wrong with this game?
It's like the Andrew Luck take. I just don't get it.
Most Thursday night games are bad. This is a good one. Most Thursday night games, and you know where I am on Thursday night games. I just don't think there's a need for them during the season. This is the way you open a season. But coming off of a short week, 2 teams, especially in the traveling week, it tends to be sloppy, not great football. There's always the outlier. There's always the exception to that. But as a rule, the Thursday night games are not great. And they're not great matchups because every team per contract will appear on Thursday night. So you still get your bad. Usually the Thursday games aren't great. I think this one's fine. But do what you got to do. John says about tonight, hey, guys, have you seen the NFL Network promo for tonight with Brett Favre and the Bears guys from SNL? If not, check it out. It's freaking hilarious. I laughed for an hour. As for the game, our, Packers, offense is more than fine, but our D is just not good. Be that as it may, I'm a homer, and we have Aaron. So I'm going Packers 31, the Bears 21. Go Pack, go, and remember, the Bears still suck. See, there's rivalry smack.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. You got Bears still stuck.
I don't know if it'll be that high, man. You
don't think so?
These teams tend to not score that many points.
No, the Bears' defense is good. Aaron. Omar said, in Coach Jones we normally trust. Jeff, I've never been one to blindly agree with my club, and on the signing of Zeke, Jerry and I are not on the same page. You don't back the Brinks truck up to somebody's house when they still have 2 years left on an existing deal. Not when you got other guys who also need to be paid. So we haven't really got deep into this. They said they're not going to reset the market. They absolutely reset the market.
They did. They did everything they said they were not going to do, and it's a business. I am surprised that they ended up actually resetting the market, but you look at it, they're going to get the best years of Ezekiel Elliott. And the back end of this contract is not like baseball. It's not like a basketball contract. He gets his guaranteed money, elite running back next 3-4 years. And after that, if they have to move on, it might be a little bit of a cap hit, but I think that's where people get lost.
It's quite a cap.
Yeah, but I think that's where people get lost in it. is they can get out of it, and it's not going to destroy their franchise at the end, and they get all the best years of Zeke.
Yeah, they do, and they're paying for it, no doubt. But they did reset the market. Did the Rams reset the market on the Jared Goff thing? Somewhat, huh?
Yeah, it's quarterbacks. It's always the next one is
is
the
Dak
guaranteed money, and I don't think that bodes well for Dak. I think that has him stuck in a situation where he's the next Kirk Cousins.
So you think he's going to get franchised a couple of times? Okay.
Because to the point of Omar is he's the one that just 1 year left in the deal. It's the quarterback. We see all these guys get paid. It doesn't matter what tier you're in. If you are good enough to win games, you have some trust in the franchise, you're getting paid at a high level. Other running backs can't do what Zeke did.
No, Melvin Gordon's
that's
trying
the one,
it. It's not
that's
working.
the one-hand conversation of guys that can pull it off and get paid. Le'Veon Bell, Zeke Elliott. It's going to be Saquon. Maybe Kamara and McCaffrey. Other than that, sitting out, resetting the market, that's not going to happen for the other guys.
No, I think that's right. Melvin Gordon's trying it, and it's not happening. So, all right, if you want to get in, 246-0610, 888-922-0610. We're going to talk with Chris Jans coming up here in a little bit. I was looking at the they're going to the Cayman Islands Classic. It's going to be right around Thanksgiving. Did you see the draw for them? New Mexico State. They'll open up with Colorado State and then get either Loyola or South Florida. The other side of that is George Mason, Old Dominion, Washington State, and Nebraska. So they'll get some opportunity there, right? They're better than Colorado State. They could be the best team in that tournament, don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
They could be the best team in that tournament, which is kind of exciting for them.
Which is exciting, but also maybe a little unfortunate when you get an exempt.
Disappointing because you want more.
Yeah.
Yeah. They announced their schedule just the other day, and we're going to go through their schedule. Well, actually, why don't we go through their schedule now so we don't have to run through the whole thing with Chris Jans. But they'll open it up at home with Western New Mexico. Highlights being UTEP at home, Arizona on the road on Sunday, November 17th, New Mexico Bowl Day. What time are they playing that? TBD. No, that's not right. Thursday, November 20th. I was thinking December 21st. What am I, new? This November 21st. It's a whole month before. They'll play the Lobos down there. So a Thursday night down there, they'll play the Lobos. The Cayman Islands Classic, then UTEP at home. Then they'll go up to Spokane, not to Pullman, but they'll go to Spokane and play Washington State. So there's a chance they get Washington State twice. Denver, they get the Lobos in the pit on Saturday, December 14th. It's a good day. They'll get Mississippi State in Jackson, Mississippi. That looks like another neutral site game, right? Because Mississippi State doesn't play that's not where they're in Starksville, but they'll play a neutral site game, but in Mississippi against Mississippi State. And then Northern before getting into an opening. They opened the same place as they did last year with Cal Baptist in Riverside. Boy, the schedule looks exactly like last year's as far as the league schedule. I mean, almost exactly like last year's. So they got opportunities, right? There's Arizona, there's Mississippi State, there's Washington State, so there's 3 power conference teams on there. You like their schedule? Are they doing enough to be considered, when you get to March?
Not as an at-large, but
just flat
overall.
out not. Depends what UTEP and New Mexico are, right?
Yeah, you need a lot from your rivals. And you start getting up in the mid-high 20s. Start getting people's attention. It's a good schedule. It's tough to get these non-conference games these days for any program. And it's big.
Well, who wants to play New Mexico State? If you're
a part of the football contract got them the Washington State game.
That's right. No, that's absolutely right.
Which then adds on to how important those things can be and just how wild it is saying, hey, we'll play this football game, but how about you also give us a basketball game?
Yeah, and that's why they only got 600,000, but they're going up there and playing basketball too. And again, it's going to be in Spokane. I just look at it. If you don't think it's hard to play, what is the benefit for, and pick your Power 5, Power 6 conference team in basketball. Pick your team. What is the benefit to play New Mexico State? You may lose, right?
Yeah,
They're a 30-win team.
And that's the unfortunate thing instead of competition, hey, let's go out here, that college basketball itself has turned to the tournament model so much, and everyone uses that. And that's where even the Power 5 teams, the big teams, say, hey, we'll play our neutral site game or opening classic somewhere, have our tournament game, and then just stack up on teams at home before conference play.
Yeah, I think New Mexico's in the same boat. I think San Diego State's in the same boat. What's the advantage? And more so New Mexico State, because it's a WAC school. I mean, Mountain West, you almost say, all right, we lost to Mountain West school. They play in the WAC, and they can beat you. They can beat you. It's got to be, and we'll talk to Chris about scheduling, because it's got to be tough. He's also got 9 guys coming back from a team that was really good last year. They won 30 games, right?
They're going to be good.
They should be really nice.
Nicely.
Yeah, they should be really, really nice. So that's coming up in just a little bit. You can get in after that at 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Gus said nothing like playoff baseball. And last night in the PCL, Jeff, it was Round Rock Express with a dramatic win in double overtime. Huh? How about that? The Express winners last night. PCL playoffs. 246-0610. Emails come in, Jeff at 610knml.com. JJ at 610knml.com. No Jerry today. This particular week, Jerry will be with us tomorrow. So we'll have Jerry Palm tomorrow. You down with that? After Nick Me?
Ooh, love me some white pants.
It's the opening drive. Jeff, JJ, Hoser, and Jason on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? 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 Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to NewMexicoHighlands.com today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offers now. It's about building a long-term relationship, and he wants to be your realtor for life.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the
Well, it's the first weekend in September. Football getting rolling. The NFL starts tonight. You can hear the Packers and Bears here on The Sports Animal. We'll start at 5:30. Aggies will be in Tuscaloosa this weekend to take on second-ranked Alabama. Liberals back at it next weekend at Notre Dame. Opening drive, Jeff, JJ, and Hoser. We'll get back to your phones. But it's never too early in this state especially to talk basketball. New Mexico State released their schedule for men's basketball earlier this week. They've got a terrific team coming back. I think it's 9 guys returning from a team that won 30 games last year. Their head coach is in his 3rd year down in Las Cruces. Chris Jans joins us on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Good morning, Chris. How you living?
Good morning, Jeff. How are you?
I'm bright-eyed, bushy-tailed, and ready to excel, sir. Appreciate that. Hey, do you know how many PSI are in a basketball?
Gosh, that's a good question. Off the top of my head,
yeah.
It may sound silly, but I want to say 35, maybe.
Yeah, no, it's between 7 and 9. It's like about 8.
There you go.
Yeah, we were having this conversation
maybe
about.
I'm thinking of tire.
No, you know what but you know what it should feel like, right? And we were having this
yeah.
conversation about Brady and the whole. For some reason that came up, and I said, "There's no. He doesn't know how many PSI. He knows what it feels like." I said, "LeBron James probably doesn't know how many PSI." And this lady was yelling at me, saying, "No, that's his only job. He knows." I'm like, "No, man. And you're a basketball coach. You make your living. You know how it should feel."
I just made you look like you were right for once, maybe.
It's about freaking time. I needed that, and I appreciate that. I owe you one when I get down there. Hey, schedule's nice. You like it? There's a lot of opportunity on there, and it looks like it gives you some chances. You happy with it?
I'm happy with it. I think it's another challenging schedule with a bunch of opportunities on it. We got 15 non-conference games, and we got 6 home, 6 away, 3 neutral over 15 games, and three of the neutral games are in the Cayman Islands with a group of teams that come from, really good conferences, Big 12, Pac-12, Missouri Valley, Mountain West, Conference USA, American, A-10, so be some opportunities there, and then at least 3 Power 5 games on our schedule with the possibility of the 4th in the Caymans, and then 4 rivalry games. So we were talking about 10 of the 15 games right there that are all going to be big-time opportunities for our team. And, certainly, I think some of our fans are disappointed that we don't have as many home games this year as we have in the past. But, obviously scheduling is hard, but more importantly, it's cyclical. Last year we had the ending of a St. Mary's series at our place. We had the Summit Challenge where we had the home game. We started a series with Washington State at home, which we returned this year. So that's 3 extra home games that just by chance and timing, it worked out that they were all at home last year. And this year, we got the other side of it. So that's just the way it works sometimes.
Chris Jans, New Mexico State's basketball coach, is with us.
Chris, when you are looking at the schedule and you're planning ahead, what kind of games do you want to have in the non-conference, and what is the response when they see Chris Jans, New Mexico State, calling to ask about a game?
Certainly, when you're winning at a pretty high level, it's not an automatic yes, every single time. There's a website out there for college coaches and schedulers that list opportunities that people are looking for and dates, et cetera. And I know our guys call and, inquire about a lot of those, and we certainly get a lot of no's. But, in the end, you can find enough teams that are willing to pair up and play, but it's certainly always a challenge. I mean, every coach talks about it and takes a lot of time to put together a schedule. But as long as we've been here, we've tried diligently to put together as exciting and challenging schedule that we can have. And I think it's important for our fans and probably more so for our players to have opportunities to play against the so-called big boys. And in reality, that's kind of what moves the needle in the fall is when you beat teams that you're not supposed to, and you put your players in those situations that that they can raise their game, if you will, and maybe play at the level and compete at the level that they think they should be at. So we've got plenty of those opportunities this year.
Chris, how has the rise of these exempt tournaments, especially in the non-conference, changed scheduling and just kind of changed college basketball during the fall?
Well, for teams like us, it's just an awesome chance to play against teams that would normally shy away at playing you, certainly at your home court and even at a neutral court, because these exempt tournaments are, neutral floors, and it's an awesome for us to try to get in the best ones that we can and be able to play, teams that wouldn't necessarily play us at our place, but they may play us on a neutral court. So I think, most mid-majors, really try to get into as many of these as they can for the opportunities to play these teams. And it's increased the amount of games, that you can play each year, too. It gives you, one or two games that you normally don't get to play. So there's a lot of advantages to it.
New Mexico State basketball coach Chris Jans is with us. We were just having this conversation. I mean, you especially, a 30-win team in the WAC, you're going to beat somebody. And I got to believe teams, Mountain West teams, Conference USA teams that are like you, what's the advantage? What's in it for somebody like Pickett, Oregon, UCLA, Nebraska, Texas Tech? What's in it for them? Their fan base isn't going to understand who you are. They just, they watch the league and you can beat them. I got to believe it's gotten harder and harder to schedule these games because the bottom line is your roster is talented enough to go up with them and beat them in their place on a neutral court anywhere.
Yeah, and I would argue that the teams that are smart schedulers and really dive into the numbers and the analytics, and I guess the net is what we're using now, along with a bunch of other measuring sticks. But if for some reason, a team like us with the numbers that we've had since we've been here, and we end up winning that game, it really doesn't hurt them. It doesn't hurt their
in the net
profile,
right.
Other than, they got beat, and certainly they don't like it. But in terms of how they're viewed in the room, in terms of how they're seated, or if they on the bubble and they can get in or not, I don't know how next year will look. But the last 2 years, it wouldn't have been in the bad loss column for those kind of teams, and then they can sell it in the fact that they were willing to play a team like us in the non-conference schedule, and if they win, it usually goes in the good win column. So certainly I understand, just the natural, not embarrassment, but just, man, we got beat by, a lower level conference team, and nobody likes that, and a lot of fans that aren't as educated, don't like it. But I think the coaches understand if they play a team like us and they end up losing, that it doesn't hurt them as bad as maybe some of the people think it does.
And it's probably more perception with their fan base. All right, you get 9 guys. Is that what it is? I was just looking through the roster. I think I counted 9. You got a tremendous dearth of talent coming back and coming in. This, I don't know how you talk about it, but this could be pretty special this year again.
It's been a lot of fun. It's been different than both years prior to this, just because we've got so many familiar faces, and we haven't had to reteach everything, from the jump, and that's been a blessing. My voice is much better at this time of the year than it normally is, and that's nice. And our fans, last 2 years, those programs got wore out the first few games because of so many new faces, and this year it'll be nice for them to look out there and recognize a lot of the guys. And to be honest with you, I think most coaches would probably rather, be the underdog and have that chip on their shoulder. And, I would look foolish if I could come on the media and the radio and the newspaper and talk about how, it's an uphill battle for us and it's going to be hard. And, I'd look like silly. And, 9 guys back on a 30-win team, we should be good, and that's kind of our mentality is, we better be good with all those returnees and the winning that we've been doing. And, the hardest part is just, continuing to keep them motivated, continuing to keep them striving and understand that the target on our back is as big as it's ever been around these parts. So certainly a lot of challenges, but at the same time, it's exciting to think about all that experience and hopefully, it'll get to the floor.
Now, Chris, in that regard, how much do you lean on players when you have an experienced team coming back, maybe setting the tone a little bit versus figuring out what's going to work for each group motivationally and what message you want to send?
Yeah, we've leaned on them big time. We've got some pretty good leaders that have grown into those positions on this team, and they take hold of it. And, that's when you got a program, is when, you don't have to bark quite as much and talk about what this program means and the expectations that we have for our players, on and off the floor, and especially on the floor when things ain't going great and other players will step up and try to, pick these other players up by the bootstraps and bring them along in terms of how we do things and the intensity we want to play with and how we want to practice. And it's not just me and the other coaches having to stop and explain it, and these other players are doing it, and that's a comforting feeling. And like I said, that's when I think you got a program going, is when you got returning players that are saying the things that you've said in the past, and now they're saying it to the other players, and they're passing it down, if you will, and that's it's really fun to watch as a coach.
All right, it's good to hear you. It's good to catch up with you. I know you guys are already out there and doing it. I'm trying to get down there at some point, so I'll see you hopefully soon. But appreciate you spending some time with us, and it's exciting. This should be a fun year.
All right, guys. Well, have a good weekend, and Jeff, I hope to see you soon, man.
See you soon. Thanks, Chris. He is Chris Jans, the head basketball coach at New Mexico State University. They could be really good. They were really good last year. They could be really good again. All right, you can respond to that. 2460610. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Sports Animal time is now 8:11, and here's another look at the roads. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. We have a couple of accidents. One is eastbound I-40 just east of the river. That is on the left. We also have an accident northbound 98th Street approaching the I-40 ramps. That is blocking your right lane, and backups are forming there. If you see an accident, make sure and call us on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167. Brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring, where business owners and HR professionals can post job openings with screener questions, then sort, review, and communicate with candidates from an online dashboard. Learn more at Indeed.com/hire. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
Hey, it's Michael Carlisle.
And Mike Trujillo.
We are the Sports Bar. We're Albuquerque's #1 afternoon sports talk show.
Talk sports with us every afternoon, Monday through Friday.
Listen to the Sports Bar weekdays at 3 o'clock or right here on 95.9 FM at AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Dear movers and shakers, we know how you roll, and we're with you. On the tarmac or terrain in the 2019 RAV4. In the comfy Highlander with seating for up to 8. In the sharp 2019 Camry with its available cockpit red leather seats. And in the all-new 2020 Corolla, loaded with attitude and the latest tech. We're with you. Let's go, Toyota.
Right now, get 0% APR financing for 60 months on a new 2019 Highlander with $1,667 per $1,000 borrowed. Or get $3,000 cash back on a new Highlander. Offers end September 30th. Toyota, let's go places.
Excludes hybrid models. APR and approved credit from Toyota Financial Services. Cashback savings from Toyota Motor Sales USA Inc. Does not include college, guard, or military rebate. Must be applied to the transaction. No cash payment will be made to consumer. Varies by region. See dealer for details. Offers end September 30th.
Visit Toyota of Santa Fe, Larry H. Miller Toyota Albuquerque, or Larry H. Miller American Toyota. For more information, visit Toyota.com. Toyota. You've been hurt at work and you're having a tough time recovering. Did you know medical marijuana might be an option? In New Mexico, workers' compensation has its own court, and you need a lawyer that specializes in workers' comp. That's Fogel Law Firm. They'll work with your insurance company to get you what you're entitled to under the law. Personal injury lawyers don't have expertise for workers' comp claims. Call the experts for a free consultation at the Fogel Law Firm, 255-9092 or FOGEL lawfirm.com.
An interesting creature inhabits the flat, arid plains of many an automobile dashboard, the bobblehead. It's most agreeable and will nod along to anything, despite having no brain function. But when the bobblehead hears how Geico not only saves people money, but also gives them access to licensed agents 24/7 online and over the phone, he'll nod even more vigorously because he knows you should switch. Because yes, switching to Geico is a no-brainer. Easy, bobblehead, easy. You're going to get whiplash.
As you get back into gear for the school year, let Pizza 9 take care of your dinner plans. With Pizza 9's 222 Everyday Special, you can get 2 medium, 2 topping, or specialty pizzas and a 2-liter soda for just $22.99. So you can get double pepperoni for the kids and a tasty deluxe pizza for the adults of the family. Pizza 9's famous deep dish dough is made fresh daily, so it's guaranteed to satisfy the pickiest eater in your family. If deep dish isn't your style, Pizza 9 has a crust for you. Choose from their crispy thin crust, gluten-free crust, stuffed crust, and more. Plus, Pizza 9's got other great menu options like calzones, pizza rolls, hot sandwiches, pasta, salads, wings, and desserts. Stop by the Pizza 9 nearest you or visit pizzanine.com to order online and see their everyday specials. Pizza lovers, lucky you, Pizza 9 is this Friday's sweet deal. Log on to our station website Friday at 9 a.m. and get $50 in Pizza 9 gift certificates for just $25. Treat the whole family to a sweet deal from Pizza 9.
Go to sportsanimalabq.com and click on the Sweet Deals logo. We know you'll be saying sweet.
At CarMax, when we say we buy all the cars, we mean it. Over the last 20 years, we've purchased millions of cars from coast to coast. In the last year alone, we bought a mountain of Mercurys, an armada of Nissans, a ton of Titans, an ocean of Pacificas, and a sea of Siennas. Not to mention a few Hellcats and a couple of Tornadoes. So no matter what you're selling, CarMax is buying. And we'll buy your car even if you don't buy ours. CarMax, we buy all the cars.
You have to be up in 5 hours. 2 hours. 6 minutes, and you haven't slept a wink. ZzzQuil Pure Z's is a drug-free blend of botanicals with an optimal dose of melatonin, so you can fall asleep naturally and wake with no next-day grogginess. So tonight, try new ZzzQuil Pure Z's from the sleep experts at Vicks ZzzQuil.
It's trucking time at New Mexico's truck headquarters, Rich Ford. We have a fantastic selection right now of safety-certified used vehicles, all of which come with a 2-year, 100,000-mile warranty, whichever comes first, and they're all safety-certified by Rich Ford Master Technicians. One of the most difficult vehicles to find is a safety-certified used vehicle under $10,000. We say under $10K and you're on your way. Here's Dennis Snyder to tell you about them.
An 07 Kia Rondo for $59.95. We have a 2007 Nissan Versa. It's on sale.
All right, last spot, 30 seconds.
A 2012 Ford Edge for $89.95. A 14 Scion TC for $99.95. And a Honda Civic, a 2011 for $99.95. It's a sport. And a few dollars more gets you a 16 Smart 4.2 for only $10,995.
Low prices make for low monthly payments and for easy financing with our banks, credit unions, and Ford Motor Credit. We're Rich Ford. We're 1 mile east of the fairgrounds at the super corner of Lomas and Wyoming Northeast, rich-ford.com, and we will be open Sunday.
The Jim Rome Show.
The sports animal has been in existence a quarter of a century. I have been on that station 25 years. Albuquerque is an incredible jungle market.
Weekdays at 10, The Sports Animal. Catch the Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
Was there something wrong with Jansen's phone? Frank didn't like his phone.
That was the best it's been in a while.
That was the best Jansen's phone. It's not like Jerry's, which always cuts out.
I think he was always moving. I can picture him.
Yeah, I thought he sounded just fine.
Yeah.
His voice was there.
Wow.
Yeah, Jansen's always good, man. So is Paul.
A good conversation.
UNM hasn't released their schedule yet, right? We're 2 months away from starting? Have they released yet? The league schedule came out.
Yeah, not the other part of it.
So we know.
All right.
It's wild that
what?
December 4th you get Mountain West Conference basketball.
Yeah, that is kind of wild. Was that the Boise State game or something?
Yeah.
Is that what I saw? Yeah.
I was surprised that he thought, kind of like me, that the ball had a lot more PSI in it than.
How about that, huh?
Yeah.
I told you
that
that.
is 35 is approaching car tire.
Yeah, that's a heavy ball.
Well, like Jason,
we think of it, the size of it, and we're like, well, yeah, maybe that.
Jason
will
was
fit in there.
asking, how much does that weigh? How much does 7 to 9 PSI weigh? So I wouldn't have known. I wouldn't 12. I mean, if a football's got 12-ish, 13, 14, nobody knows. That's what that lady was telling me. Oh yeah, LeBron James absolutely knows.
Those are over here just trying to inflate basketballs. They keep exploding. I don't know what's going on, guys.
I'm trying to put 35 PSI in there. I don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah, I better stop working out.
It's going skadoosh. Skadoosh all over me. Skadoosh. It's like I'm back at the airport. Skadoosh. All right, 2460610 888-922-0610. Come on in. We're on the video as well, on the television. You can go on Comcast Channel 26.
Ruben Lemon.
And you can go on social media, Facebook, the OD and the AM.
It's a good way to interact with the show as well, especially on Facebook. Jump in the chat.
Yeah.
The Twitter, the social media.
It's fun. Come on, play. James says, I see Chris Jans' phone wasn't upgraded in the offseason, Jeff. Really? With a crummy opener and long phone lines, I feel even better about my Andrew Luck-inspired decision of boycotting all football the first week, a couple weeks of the season, and keeping those George Washies in my pocket, not the NFL, NCAA, and programming providers. All right. Enjoy yourself. You got more money on you. Hello, Ruben.
Hey, good morning, gentlemen. Great interview with Coach Jans. Really optimistic this year for him, man. I hope they get to the Sweet 16 or higher. I think they got the talent, and they're bringing good recognition to the stage in Mexico. Now, if the Lobos can do that, then we'll get the daily double going. Hey, also, Jeff, I don't know if he announced. They usually the last couple or 3 years they've done some like New Mexico State Aggie promotions up this way. I don't know if they've announced anything like that, but I think I'd like to go check it out, see what their program is all about.
Yeah, I don't know that I've seen that. So they had, to your point on that, and I don't know that I see a game up here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sure I'm sure they will. And then they also do don't they do like just fan engagement type situations?
Yes.
Besides the game, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and then one last thing, Jeff. Let's keep that Mountain West football click going, man. I haven't had a chance to look, but could you look real quick when you get a minute and see what big games the Mountain West is playing outside of conference this week?
Yeah, San Diego State's at UCLA. Boise State plays Marshall on Friday night. Fresno State's at home against Minnesota. Did I miss any big ones?
Nevada at Oregon.
Nevada at Oregon.
Oh, that'll be good. You guys have a great weekend.
All right,
Thank
see
you,
you,
sir.
man. Later.
Bye.
2460610 888-922-0610.
I'm not betting on the Reno Magic this weekend.
You're not?
No.
By the way, I got I got my credential for the San Diego State UCLA game, so I just figured I'd get just like a little press box. Look what my credential says.
What?
That says everywhere.
He's like, what?
Everywhere.
Just everywhere.
Access to everywhere.
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 See,
Well, I'll put
badges
on
are
a headset.
strong, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on, guys?
That's what somebody asked when I got that. I was like, "Are you going to give that to Hoser? He needs a badge."
Yeah.
He wants
That's
that
like the
badge.
golden badge.
Yeah, that's a pretty good badge.
Access everywhere.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one. All right, no Jerry Palm today. He'll be with us tomorrow at 9:30. Telus sent a email, your world champion Duke City Gladiators, after slaying back-to-back CFL belts, that's CIFL, and having Dominic Bramante prominently displayed at the presser a couple of weeks ago, Jeff, announcing the league upgrade, then they get rid of him. While I'm sure he'll move on to bigger and better things, I have to admit, I'm stunned at the news. I don't know that I'm stunned. Obviously, him and Gina Thomas, the owner, had different directions. I think we're going to hear a new head coach probably announced early next week, maybe even a Monday. Dom's been great for this community. It's inarguable what he's done for that franchise. I think
break
of that franchise and has been. And he's a friend, and I wish him luck. I think he's done a great job with that organization and bringing them a couple of championships. 2460610. Come on in. It's the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to NewMexicoHighlands.com today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green and keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offers now. It's about building a long-term relationship, and he wants to be your realtor for life.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
ABQ ER and Hospital is changing the way you see ER in Albuquerque. We promise to see each patient within 10 minutes of arrival. ABQ ER and Hospital is now offering $25 school physicals, with 100% of proceeds donated back to the schools.
Don't sacrifice quality and flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rollins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
Perez Collision Center is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks and Albuquerque Boxing. Perez Collision Center offers expert knowledge on any of your auto body and paint needs. Give them a call today, 505-254-4655, or stop by for a visit at 2415 2nd Street Northwest in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Perez Collision Center.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 homeowners improve their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club, or dreamstyleremodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walk up to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number 1. Cover it with green stuff, 1 scoop is not enough. Fine.
Turkey's home for college basketball. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the sports animal.
All right, Lobo football's gathering. No Lobo talk this week. Lobo Talk will be here on the Sports Animal moving forward, but this is interesting coming out of UNM, huh?
Yes, Clay Davey, head end coach, son of the head coach, Bob Davey, just tweeted out 2 photos and wrote, "All of us are so thankful to have Coach Davey back in team meeting today. Coach is on the recovery, and we are grateful for UNMH, our training room staff, and doctors." And the team is hugging Coach Davey.
So he was at the meeting this
team
morning.
meeting this morning.
Wow. All right. It's kind of a big deal.
It's a very big deal.
Wouldn't you say? And it's wow. All right. It's great news. Great news. 246-0610, 888-922-0610. Your emails come in, Jeff@610knml.com, JJ@610knml.com. And on the Twitter, it's _JJBuck. Facebook, the OD and the AM. If you want to watch the show, you can as well. Comcast Channel 26 and everywhere ProView Networks is available. You can find us there as well.
How do you handle that?
How do you handle what?
Just the situation. You know he wants to come back. He's a head coach.
So you being who?
Eddie Nunez, the people around Bob Davey. Like if he's cleared, well, then there's nothing you can say, right? Well, he's cleared to get back to work. He's the head coach of the football team.
I imagine.
Yeah. Just nerves. Like that. and then just 2 weeks later hop on that plane and go to Notre Dame if that is the case and coach his football team? Wow.
Potentially, yeah. Potentially, yeah. All right, let's go to the phones. Edward, we got one line open at 246-0610. Good morning, Edward.
Well, my friends, it's a big ray of jubilation, anticipation, and excitement for all NFL fans. Again, I'm going to reiterate what I said yesterday. The NFL dropped the ball by not opening up with both teams who have both Super Bowl titles and put the Patriots in their rightful place as Super Bowl champions on opening Thursday night. But we move forward. We move forward, my friends. Would you say that the morning show with all those awards, and I know you presented the Golden Hoser and JJ with their trophies this morning, are you guys the New England Patriots of morning radio show or New Mexico sports shows?
Yeah, do you know how many PSI are in one of those trophies?
I would say probably regulated 4 to 6 ounces.
4 to 6 ounces.
Depends if they're powder coated or not. You know what I love about your story about that woman?
Oh, she was
the mic drop for all people that say that about Tom Brady. I always tell them, well, since he's been using regulation footballs,
that's what I said.
He's only won 3 Super Bowls, 2 Super Bowl MVPs, a league MVP, basically had a Hall of Fame career post that, and I'm still waiting for the NFL to come out with the whole season of data that they were supposed to collect. I'm still waiting for that data.
Well,
I mean, what do you think
all
of
he's
that?
done is win since that. She was so angry, dude. And the drunker she got, the angrier she got.
Craig, line 2. Rudy, line 3.
She was a Niners fan, right?
She was
The
a
reason
Niners
why.
fan, yeah. And her
Niners
husband
fan.
was a Seahawks fan.
Oh, see, yeah. Well, go figure. It's they beat the Seahawks. It's just like Ned James that comes on and cries about things. It's because the Patriots beat his Tennessee Titans in the playoffs, and people just can't get past it. But Ned, I still like you.
Why doesn't
Still
he like?
that.
Why doesn't he like Kobe though? That's all.
I don't know. And he's from L.A. Hey,
Already crying
but
listening to this
you know what award is the best one for you guys in true Patriot fashion?
What?
The next one.
Oh, I like it. All right, I got 2 other lines I got to get to.
Well, briefly,
Go.
gentlemen.
Quickly.
Picks. And AFC West. Chiefs 11-5. Steelers, not the Browns, 11-5.
I'm on the Steelers too.
Texans, who by the way have the best NFL quarterback in the state of Texas. Deshaun Watson better than Dakota Rain Prescott.
Yep.
10-6.
Okay.
And of course, my beloved Patriots at 11-5, and the Chargers will be a wild card. And then I don't know about the other wild card. Maybe the Browns.
Maybe Cleveland. All right. Enjoy tonight.
Have a great day, gentlemen.
See you. Craig, you're up next on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline. Good day, Craig.
Jeff, that's a perfect example of what you've been doing in this community for years and years.
What's that?
And facilitating conversation from people whose self-importance is unparalleled. You brought us the New Mexico Bowl. You even tell us where to go to get the iron back in our short game, which is why today I voted for you for the New Mexico Hall of Fame, and I encourage all sports animals to do the same. Thank you so much.
It's very kind, Craig. Thank you. I guess public voting is opening right now.
That message brought to you by.
I did not do that. I didn't.
Very cool.
That is cool. Yeah, I got the email the other day. I've been nominated, or I guess once you're nominated for the New Mexico Sports Hall of Fame, you're always nominated.
Oh.
I don't know. I'm up for the New Mexico Sports Hall of Fame, and public voting is open.
You know where I stand. When you're a Hall of Famer, you are a Hall of Famer.
Yeah, but if I wasn't first ballot, then I'm not supposed to get in, right? I'll take it whenever.
You're a
You
Hall
know,
of Famer? Hall of Fame?
I'd be more than honored if that is there. Hello, Rudy.
Good morning. Hey, I stopped by the football office yesterday to drop off a get well card, Coach Davey.
Yeah.
And I encourage anybody else who feels the same way to do so.
That'd be good.
I think that's something that would really buoy him and his family up.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
So, I don't know. I mean, if doctors clear him, doctors clear him. Who are we to talk about doctors? What do we know about medicine? So I think that's all a personal decision, and that look at what Hugh Freeze did, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it didn't go so well for Liberty, but they're playing a good team. But a coach that's that committed that will coach from a hospital bed, you gotta understand football coaching.
Committed to,
I guess, and that's what I've spent my life trying to understand. And they are a different breed.
They are, and they want to finish what they started. And I'm not going to tell you. I think it would be different if it wasn't Notre Dame coming up next. But I know the Notre Dame thing is something that is important to Bob, special to him, and he plans. I'm going to guess, and I don't know this. I haven't spoken with him about this, but I got to believe he plans on being there. I know this is something that's been on the radar.
Sure. Well, I mean, look, his daughter Audra was born in South Bend, basically Granger, Indiana. You know, he still has friends and close ties there, and he was well respected. I think the way that Coach Davey left Notre Dame was wrong, you know, but that's football and that's life, and that just shows you differences in programs. You know, 35-25 in a BCS bowl appearance wasn't good enough for Notre Dame.
That's right.
It's an undefeated season or else. And you look at programs like that have all that tradition and money, and they eat you up. And I don't know how much, you know, pressure Coach Davey was under.
Break, big one.
He was under a lot of stress and pressure. You don't have a serious medical incident if you're feeling great.
Obviously.
So I continue to pray for him and his family.
Yeah.
And I encourage other people to do that and maybe drop some of the hatred and show up for the New Mexico State game.
Well, and really
That
good
would do
news with the
everybody
pictures that Clay tweeted out that he was back there and at the team meetings this morning. That's really, really good news. All right, man, good to hear you. Thank you.
Yes.
2460610.
Edie's right that we don't know what the doctor said. We don't know the total issue, but we all understand stress. And that is a very stressful position.
Truth. Yes. All right, come on in. 2460610. It's the opening drive on ProView Networks and 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Sports Animal time is now 8:40. Here's your final look at Thursday's commute. This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Well, just a few accidents that we're having to deal with right now. We have an accident eastbound I-40, just east of the river on the left. We also have an accident northbound 98th Street approaching the I-40 ramps, blocking your right lane. And lastly, we have an accident southbound Coors just before I-40. Indeed, used by over 3 million businesses for hiring, where business owners and HR professionals can post job openings with screener questions, then sort, review, and communicate with candidates from an online dashboard. Learn more at Indeed.com/hire. And if you see an accident, as always, make sure and call us on the Traffic Tracker hotline at 767-9167, brought to you by American Home Furniture Outlet and Clearance Center at I-25 and Comanche. I'm Josue with Sports Animal Traffic.
This is Boomer Esiason with the CBS Sports Minute, sponsored by the Spark Cash Card, Capital One's business credit card. What's in your wallet? Time to preview this year's NFC races, starting in the East, where the Eagles and Cowboys will both reach the postseason. A healthy Carson Wentz has a host of new weapons in Deshaun Jackson, Jordan Howard, and dynamic rookies Miles Sanders and J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, while Zeke will carry the Cowboys to a wild card. Chicago and Minnesota, I believe, are playoff bound, with the Bears repeating as division champs as Matt Nagy uses the infamous double doink that ended Chicago's playoff run as motivation. New Orleans is likewise driven by playoff disappointment when the Zebras stole a Super Bowl appearance from them. The Rams, who benefited from that botched non-call, will rule the West. So I believe the Saints will beat the Bears for a trip to Super Bowl 54. Who will they meet? Find that out in the next hour. I'm Boomer Esiason.
Hi, my name's Christina Stumble, and I own Farm Girl Flowers in San Francisco. With my Spark Cash Card from Capital One, I earn unlimited 2% cash back on all my business purchases. Last year, I redeemed $115,000 in cash back. Yeah, $115,000. And that doubled our digital marketing budget for the summer. Thanks to my Spark Card, we had our best summer yet. Imagine what the Spark Card from Capital One could do for your business. What's in your wallet?
Real Capital One customers pay for real stories. Credit approval required.
Hey, sweetie, it's Mom. I know you and Bobby have only been dating for 2 days, but I still think we should all celebrate. Oh, we can do margaritas at Chili's. They've got that fancy one of the month for $5, which is like just as many days as your last relationship. Funny, right? Oh, talk soon.
Come into Chili's now for our $5 margarita of the month. It's the perfect reason to catch up with friends or celebrate whatever. Together, we Chili's. Available at participating restaurants only. Prices may vary in Hawaii and Alaska. Must be 21 to consume alcohol. Drink responsibly.
The Dan Patrick Show.
Hey, we don't want to offend Eli here, and it's not fair to Eli and everything he's given. You're in this situation because you felt this way. Sports isn't a Hallmark greeting card. You got to be honest here.
Weekdays at 1, The Sports Animal.
New Balance Albuquerque. Shoes that fit better and perform better. At New Balance, we actually measure your feet on Wantabo north of Constitution and in Cottonwood Corners next to Best Buy. New Balance.
Jay Leno Live, Friday, September 13th, the all-new Isleta Casino Showroom.
I am 100,000 years ahead of my time. That's right.
Tickets on sale now at the Isleta Casino box office or Isleta.com. Isleta Resort and Casino, where the fun begins.
I'm attorney Kevin Rowe. If the insurance companies treated you fair after you've been in an accident, we wouldn't be in business. They have teams of adjusters, investigators, and attorneys that are all working against you and want to pay you as little as possible for your injuries. When we call, the insurance companies listen. We'll fight hard to get you all the money you deserve and to keep you out of the courtroom. Don't settle for less. Call Lerner & Rowe Injury Attorneys today at 544-4444. The call and the advice are free.
Lerner & Rowe can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
It's the best time of the year to play golf, and you have access to one of the best spots anywhere to do just that. The beautiful Sandia Golf Club, a great golf course, unprecedented views, and a first-class, second-to-none experience. As summer winds down and we roll into fall, take advantage of all that Sandia has to offer, like outstanding rates Monday through Friday, just $74. That includes green fees, golf cart, GPS, and range balls. Even better, twilight rates begin at 2 o'clock, and fees are as low as $49. And it's not too late to take advantage of the best loyalty program in the business, Sandia's Champions Club. For just $199, you unlock the best rates available, discounted apparel, and incentives for joining, including some free golf. Stay up to date on the latest happenings. Follow Sandia Golf on Facebook and Instagram for all the up-to-the-second info, plus monthly instructional tips from their incredible professional staff. Sandia Golf Club, there's nothing like it. Book tee times and get more info at sandiagolf.com or call 505-798-3990.
You probably have friends or neighbors who choose Roto-Rooter for their plumbing needs. So if you're not already using Roto-Rooter, join the crowd. With 80 years of plumbing experience, Roto-Rooter will make things right. Roto-Rooter, on time and on budget.
Let's say you just bought a house. Bad news is, you're one step closer to becoming your parents. You'll proudly mow the lawn. Ask if anybody noticed you mowed the lawn. Tell people to stay off the lawn. Compare it to your neighbor's lawn. And complain about having to mow the lawn again. Good news is, it's easy to bundle home and auto through Progressive and save on your car insurance, which, of course, will go right into the lawn. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Discount not available in all states or situations.
How are you spending your Labor Day weekend? How about not spending as much? Come into the Home Depot and save up to 40% on appliance special buys. Get a Samsung washer and dryer for just $4.98 each. Prevent your clothes from being frayed and your budget from being snagged. See why with Labor Day savings. Today is the day for doing. The Home Depot. More saving. More doing. U.S. only while supplies last. Gas dryer extra. See store for details. Valid through September 11th.
An interesting creature inhabits the flat, arid plains of many an automobile dashboard. The bobblehead. It's most agreeable and will nod along to anything, despite having no brain function. But when the bobblehead hears how Geico not only saves people money, but also gives them access to licensed agents 24/7 online and over the because he knows you should switch. Because yes, switching to Geico is a no-brainer. Easy, bobblehead, easy. You're going to get whiplash.
School's back in session, which means your ride better be ready. At AutoZone, we've got the free services you need to drive with confidence. Like our free AutoZone Fix Finder service. If your check engine light is on, our Fix Finder service will help troubleshoot the likely issue. And if you need help from a repair shop, we know some of the best. Want to maximize and restore lost fuel economy? Right now, buy one bottle of
Last spot, here we go.
fuel injector cleaner and get one free. Visit us at AutoZone.com to start the job fast. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone. The Sports Bar with Michael and Mike.
You might be beating me on this bracket, but in the game of life, Carlisle, I got it all.
Dude.
Game of life.
I've already walked off the field, I've showered, and I'm home in bed.
Weekdays at 3, the Sports Animal. Albuquerque's #1 sports station for 24 years. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Packers, Bears tonight. Football season is here for you. It's on your home for the National Football League. Right here on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. 5:30 tonight. Westwood One sports coverage begins. That's after an abbreviated sports bar. Make sure we get all this stuff out of the way. Don't leave your trophy hanging around. It gets in their way. You can bring your trophy home. You got a new trophy today. You say, look.
You can have a parade in the driveway and have your kid throw confetti.
Ooh, yes, confetti.
Do you what do you call? Do you call your wife like Mama or something, or do you just call her by her name?
I call her Love.
Do you?
My love.
Aww. So sweet. So did you say, look, Love?
Hey, Love.
Hey, Love, look what we got.
Look what Jeff did for me.
Look what we got. We got our own trophy. And you can, like, have a parade. You
Sure
say,
can.
Yeah. What do you call your wife? Do you call her by her name?
Babe. Love.
Hey, babe.
Hey.
You there.
Hey, babe.
What's up, yo?
I love you, babe.
I see you over there.
Yo. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair. All right, 246-0610, 888-922-0610. We had sports kind of this morning. Team USA in the FIBA World Cup of Basketball. What was the spread?
29.
Yes. They won by 53, I believe. The final was, what the hell was 98-45. 98-45 is 53. They covered.
Yep, doing work.
Yep. Jaylen Brown, 20 points. There you go. Feel better about that?
They're back on track. They beat Japan by bazillion.
Next up, Greece and Giannis. Feel better? USA, we're dominating our game now. All is right in the world. We beat up on Japan. Yeah. Are you into the ESPN body issue? Do you need to see all these guys like just in these poses, these ladies? I mean, does it do anything? I get it. It's art. It's
doesn't do anything for.
Are you tingly anywhere?
Yeah, are you tingly anywhere? No, that's exactly what I mean. Yeah, no, I'm kidding. I mean, because I'll get that. It'll show up. I'll bring you the issue. I told you I get 2 issues. I mean to bring them to you every week, and I don't. Or every month, and I don't. I got stacks of 2 ESPN magazines at the office.
The answer is no.
Okay. Doesn't do anything for you? What about the ladies? I'm kidding. I mean, kind of, but I mean,
I always appreciate the work it takes to stay at a high level of being a professional athlete.
Yeah. All right.
I look and read the magazine while I ingest copious amounts of candy.
Copious? What Jolly Ranchers?
That's a word. No, candy corn.
It's candy corn time, baby.
Is it really?
Fall is here.
It's not here. It's 93 degrees today.
Fall is upon us.
First of all, fall doesn't start till September 21st.
Go to the store.
And it's
in the evenings,
degrees.
it kind of has that feel, that smell. Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
The pumpkin spice is in the air.
Oh, yes.
That's not what you smell. Hello, Lance.
Mis tres amigos, I'm sitting in front of my little refrigerated unit at 60 in here. It's beautiful.
Beautiful.
Hey,
that's cool.
Is it a TV show about a radio show on TV or a radio show about a TV show on the radio? You never clarified that.
We're a radio show on TV.
Okay. And you're slowly going to cut off, get out of my cactus guys, old-timers like me, Facebook. I already heard JJ. I'm convinced that's what's going to happen. And the company should buy or pay for you guys to have the best access to sports based on which season, like football, whatever, at your own house. That's your job. They have money.
That should be in our
just
contract.
ridiculous that, Hochschway has to catch up, and he does a great job. He knows everything.
He's got rabbit ears.
I do too. But he'd probably watch the Stadium. They're good. Watch Stadium, my friend. You got to find it. They'll take care of you, unlike you guys. And JJ, as king of the Bronco fan kingdom
That's you.
in New Mexico, you are temporarily suspended for 21 hours. It sounded like an Albuquerque Lobo football fan. Nah, I don't want to watch fair weathered and feathered. Come on, my friend.
Sarcasm, look it up and Google it.
Okay.
Learn it.
Oh, then that ruins my whole take. Because, I had to take this. I got cold in that stadium when I was a kid watching them lose the whole time. They never gave up. Snowball hurling at the other team.
Right.
So if that's the case, I'm really happy with that because you were being like that. Because,
21 hours.
To me, that ruined my whole sports world. If JJ's not going to be my Bronco buddy, it's only me and you, JJ, until when we start winning. The lines are totally jammed with all these guys calling in, that are Bronco fans that we've never heard of in their whole life, and I have a feeling it's really going to be that way because Denver's defense has won the Super Bowl, the last one, and really the one before, and those two, it's not about one player, and it's about the offensive line. If they could protect him for just 5 seconds, or not even 5, like
5
3,
seconds,
I think he's going to be pretty good. And, hey, there's a new game show in town. Edwards calling people out, about his Patriots, and it's just, oh, God, hey, win money from Edwards' wife, we should call it. Come on down. Then the guy that called in yesterday that, wanted to break a radio. I broke 2 listening to his calls. So he owes me 2 radios.
All right, we're at the top of the hour, Lance.
And a steak.
And a steak. All right, see you. All right, when we come back, something happened last night in Major League Baseball. Somebody did something that has not been done since Babe Ruth did it. I love those stories. Since Babe Ruth was the last guy to do this.
Ooh, long time.
It's the opening drive. I'll tell you what it is when we come back on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offers now. It's about building a long-term relationship, and he wants to be your realtor for life.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
ABQ ER and Hospital is changing the way you see ER in Albuquerque. We promise to see each patient within 10 minutes of arrival. ABQ ER and Hospital is now offering $25 school physicals, with 100% of proceeds donated back to the schools.
Don't sacrifice quality of flavor when you're in a hurry. Golden Pride offers ribs, fried chicken, green and red chili breakfast burritos, and Frontier Cinnabons. 4 great locations, or visit us online at goldenpride@abq.com. Golden Pride Barbecue Chicken and Ribs, proud supporter of ProView Sports Network. Get into the game with Garden Swartz Team Sales. They have everything you need, from screen printing, embroidery, and digital printing services, high school letterman jackets, and all high school and club uniforms, and individual and team apparel with the most reliable brands like Speedline, Rawlins, and Wilson. And don't forget to check out the latest F7 Shut helmet. It's all at Garden Swartz Team Sales. Give them a call, 505-884-1234. Garden Swartz Team Sales.
Perez Collision Center is a proud sponsor of ProView Networks and Albuquerque Boxing. Perez Collision Center offers expert knowledge on any of your auto body and paint needs. Give them a call today, 505-254-4655, or stop by for a visit at 2415 2nd Street Northwest in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Perez Collision Center.
Dreamstyle Remodeling has been wowing homeowners in New Mexico since 1989. Selected as Best Custom Home Remodeler for 3 consecutive years by readers of the Albuquerque Journal, we're also your exclusive provider for top home improvement brands like Renewal by Anderson, Four Seasons, Blaze King, and many others. Founded and headquartered in Albuquerque, Dreamstyle Remodeling is family-owned and now employs more than 500 people across the southwestern U.S. In fact, we've helped more than 60,000 10,000 homeowners improved their home in New Mexico, Arizona, California, Idaho, and West Texas. We're committed to providing a superior customer experience. We've earned 4.6 stars with hundreds of online reviews and have an A+ with the BBB. Dreamstyle Remodeling is a proud supporter of UNM Athletics. Visit our beautiful 10,000 square foot showroom at 1460 Renaissance Boulevard across from Sam's Club, or DreamStyleRemodeling.com to make your home remodeling dreams come true.
The Lascombe family has been growing and crafting wine in New Mexico since 1981. Formerly known as St. Clair Winery, we're going back to our roots and honoring our founders, Danielle and Hervé Lascombe. Today, our D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro locations continue to deliver the exceptional wine and food experience you've come to expect from the Lascombe family. Visit us and enjoy a culmination of our 6th-generation winemaking legacy and unique, perfectly paired foods. D.H. Lascombe Winery and Bistro.
Well, I'm going to the frontier, walking to the cashier, order up a root beer and a number one.
You see where I'm going with this, right? Get America's best 4G LTE networks for less. The unlimited plan is just $45 a month with 25 gigs at high speeds, then 2G. Straight Talk Wireless, everything for less.
Savings may vary. See straighttalk.com.
Hey, it's Michael Carlisle.
And Mike Trujillo.
We are the Sports Bar. We're Albuquerque's #1 afternoon sports talk show.
Talk sports with us every afternoon, Monday through Friday.
Listen to the Sports Bar weekdays at 3 o'clock or right here on 95.9 FM at AM 610. The Sports Animal.
K240BL Albuquerque is 95.9 FM, 610 KNML Albuquerque, the Sports Animal.
Well. Oh, sorry. Well. What do we got here? Good morning, boys and girls. It is your opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. Jeff Sibieta, JJ Buck, San Jose, and Jason. What's good, y'all?
What it do?
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Let's go. That didn't work.
You all right? Oh, yeah, buddy.
Gotta keep him on his toes.
Oh, yeah, buddy. All right. USA beat, Japan by 53 points in the FIBA World Cup today. 90-something, 40-something. I think it was 98.
I thought you were going to say a bunch of pansies for a second.
98-43 or something like that. So they beat the tar out of them. All right. As we went to break, I told you that last night in the major leagues, a feat was accomplished that had last been pulled off by Babe Ruth. Do you know what it was?
Does it have something to do with home runs, maybe?
All right.
Okay, I'm there?
Yeah.
I'm on the right track, right road?
Well, somewhat. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, now you got like 3 lanes. Which lane are you going to get in?
Ooh, 3 lanes.
It's like LA traffic.
I'm always on the right lane. I'm a slow, I'll let everybody else go by.
I think you're on the incorrect, not right lane.
Lorenzen's a pitcher.
He is. Yeah. Michael Lorenzen plays for the Cincinnati Reds. He's a versatile relief pitcher. He hit a home run, his 7th of the year, by the way. He hit a home run.
That's impressive. 7th of the year?
Was the winning pitcher and played the outfield. And according to Elias Research, which Elias Research is just stupid. It's amazing the stats they come up with. The most recent player to get a victory, hit a home run, and play outfield in the same game was Babe Ruth, who did it on June 13th of 1921. 98 years ago, Reds beat the Phillies 8-5 yesterday.
Oh, it was the first homer of the season.
Yeah, his first homer of the season, 7th of his career, I think. Sorry.
I was like, that's really impressive for a relief.
Yeah,
They should have 7 home runs. That should be the story.
Quote, it's pretty exciting. He has 7 career homers. I apologize. I'm going to have to take a look into what Babe Ruth would be making today and sit down with the front office. It's one of those funny little baseball stats. I'm definitely honored to be part of that. It's cool to be part of a Babe Ruth stat, end quote. Damn right it is. Is there a player in any sport that is still from a bygone era, and certainly Babe Ruth's era is bygone, who is still held up to that standard and still in the conversation when you have the conversation about the best to ever play their game? There isn't, is there?
It's because he still is involved in so many records.
Okay. I just think the legend of Babe Ruth, he pitched, he played outfield, he had the home run record for so long. But you think 20s, man, and 30s, it's a century ago, and it was a different world. Like you don't look at Bobby Jones in golf, or you don't look at Red Grange in football, or you don't look at basketball. Were they playing basketball back then? Right? You don't look at any great from the bygone eras. I don't think in any sport, because I don't consider Nicholas to be bygone era. The man's still around, and put them up there when you talk about the best ever, and he's still in the conversation. It's always people from the last 20 to 50 years. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
This is a century ago. Like, Babe Ruth has stood the test of time. Hope they're still talking about, if they're still talking about you 100 years later, you're pretty damn
You were all right.
Yeah,
and it goes back to the record books. And I think it's the legend of Babe Ruth. Like, his name is just
Babe Ruth.
Synonymous with
Babe
baseball, movies. And it's
the way he did it, right? He smoked, he drank, he was
and
hefty.
Necessarily a sport where you get into big time debates. Like, it's more just like, oh, that's cool. Babe Ruth had this record. And like,
That's fair enough, right?
Go,
We don't ever have who's
Babe
the best
Ruth,
pitcher?
Mike Trout. Who you taking?
Why don't we do that?
I don't know.
Why don't I mean? Why, that's a really good point.
So there's more of a
LeBron and Michael.
So I think with people, there's more of a happiness,
Tom Brady,
a positive
Aaron Rodgers.
aura. Because everyone else we talk about, it's always comparing them head to head, and thus you're going to end up not liking someone because you're arguing against them.
That's pretty good. John just sent me that when I was just figuring out. Bad Street says Lancer's the OD answer, Jeff. I can't figure out how he can talk for 3 minutes without breathing. Richard wants to know, can JJ's Rocks lose 18 of their last 21 and get to that critical 100 loss mark? Can they?
Absolutely, they can.
You're not very good. Yeah.
Just don't want to play the Dodgers anymore. Already hard enough.
So it feels like the Rockies play the Dodgers as much as the Yankees play the Orioles, doesn't it? Yeah. The Yankees are always playing the damn Orioles.
Stop.
Yeah.
We done with the Dodgers yet? Jeez.
Yeah, that's fair. Maurice says, let's say New Mexico State loses by 50 this week, Jeff, and Notre Dame blues out Lobo football. There will still be by far the biggest crowd of the season at Branch Field, but with two struggling clubs, can you just pencil in 30+ thousand like you have in the past? No, you can't. No, because people were coming out for Lobo football in the past. I'd like to believe that they'll have a great crowd. Remember the 2 years ago? You and I were at the tailgate for the New Mexico State game. We're down at the tailgate under the tree after you got off the air, and we were looking at that east parking lot and just going, wow, this feels like college football. There were all those motorhomes and trucks and flags and people. So it was 2 years ago at the New Mexico State game. And I remember standing with you and looking down there and just going, this is what it's supposed to feel like. Like, I'm looking forward to going to the Rose Bowl this weekend and just experiencing college football tailgate. Mm-hmm. Now, they play a 1 o'clock game. It's going to be 91 degrees there. That's going to be an interesting one, too, because my bald head's going to just torch.
Wear a hat, man. Don't you wear a hat sometimes?
Baby. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, I got hats. Yeah. But just have that atmosphere. Will it be that way for New Mexico State in a few weeks? I'd like to hope so. Right?
Yeah, me too.
It should be the one game, regardless, that people rally around in Albuquerque or Las Cruces and just make that the game of the season. Now, I know we've always going back and forth a lot, and there's been just a different feeling this week dealing with the Bob Davie situation and how people should handle that and treat Lobo football. As frustrating as it gets, that's a conversation that we have to have.
Which one?
You have to listen to why people aren't showing up. Like, is it just because of the product? Is it because they don't like it? Because that's how you change things. You can't just turn a deaf ear to it and say, well, I don't like it. You don't like global football. I don't want to hear it anymore. That does have to be an ongoing conversation to see what can get people.
Yeah, I guess I need to hear a little bit more of solutions than
It's
just
what?
whiners.
Is it just a product?
Yeah. And for a lot of people, it is. I had lunch with
okay.
Jeffrey yesterday, and the whole, it's just insipid and it's just irrelevant. And I'm like, oh, you're a hater.
Well, the answer is that's someone that's never coming back.
Right.
But I got to believe even there's still people out there that might be turned off by it, but can come back. And so that's why as frustrating as it can get, as upset when it going back and forth and watering the rock, it's something that the conversation has to be had by people that are willing to say, hey, I'm not going, but this is what could get me to go.
Hey, I agree with you as far as the field about 2 years ago. I was walking in
That was
from
great.
parking in Bernalillo, and man, they were tailgating all the way out there. I saw different people. I was like, hey, this feels nice.
I found me some free parking
Moments,
about
man.
7 miles away, and I walked.
Yep.
Because I wasn't paying
I'll have
$5.
those days are behind me now,
You
gentlemen.
got a badge now?
I got a badge, and I can. I thought I was going to be able to park closer, but
You
it's
work
closer
there.
than I was. Yeah, well, that's still there's still a spot for us, even though we weren't there.
Over by a baseball field?
Yeah.
No, they moved us now.
Oh yeah,
Or
further down, right?
Where?
Right in front of the baseball.
What are they doing with all that good parking? It's not like they sold the damn place out.
That's-
So where's
they're
me-
sending a message to the media.
Where's-
Stay in your lane.
Where's media parking now?
It's the dirt lot that's even
South of the baseball field?
yes.
Oh wow! Maybe I broke the rules because I
Glad
parked right in front of the new building
Yeah,
there.
I'm glad I got some season ticket parking.
Car was still there. Didn't get towed.
Oh, man. Look at you breaking the law. Hey, I know you see these vehicles around town. They say IPS on them. Do you know who they are? International Protective Service, and that's a security company I trust to watch my home when I'm there, when I'm not there, all the time. Police are wonderful. They just simply don't have enough officers to respond quickly to all the home break-ins and all the alarms that go off. And honestly, what good is an alarm if no one is going to respond? IPS responds typically within 5 to 7 minutes, often less, with armed, trained security personnel. Hundreds of homeowners and business owners in Albuquerque and Santa Fe currently rely on IPS to protect their property. So if you've got a trip coming up, IPS will patrol your home while you're away. They'll move your trash cans to the curb and back and give your home that lived-in look. Call them at 897-2420, 897-2420, or go to ipsglobal.com. Those vehicles you see in your neighborhood, that means someone on your street refuses to be a victim of property crime. Don't wait until something bad happens. Let IPS secure what's valuable to you. Call them at 897-2420.
The Dan Patrick Show.
You know when I fall in love with you? When you.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to NewMexicoHighlands.com today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green. And keep the community green as well. Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment. You trash it, we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offers now. It's about building a long-term relationship, and he wants to be your realtor for life.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
ABQ ER and Hospital is changing the way you see ER.
It's the opening drive. 95.9 FM. Back in 1921, I saw Babe Ruth play. What's up, y'all? 246-0610, 888-922-0610. That's how you get in. Jeff JJ, the Golden Hoster, and Jason. You down?
Down.
All right. Should we go to the phone? Haven't heard from Marty in a while. Hello, Marte.
Gentlemen, how's it going?
How's it?
I got three quick topics here. First one, that Russell Wilson Amazon stock has been fading, so that deal that he gave his offensive lineman kind of slipping a little bit.
That's a bummer.
Okay, the second thing, I feel sorry for Dominic Bramante. I thought, what a raw deal that was, but it's going to backfire, I think. Popular coach, back-to-back championships. And JJ, you got a pen or pencil handy there?
Yes.
You could write these 5 names down: Zeke Elliott, OBJ, Antonio Brown, Baker Mayfield, Le'Veon Bell. Take your pick throughout the season. From time to time, may call once a week. Who do you think is going to have the breakout year of those 5? I'm choosing Baker Mayfield.
So is everybody.
And you guys can pick your own there.
All right.
And one more quickie here. You guys heard anything on Lonzo Ball with the Pelicans?
He's got new shoes.
Again?
He's got new shoes.
Okay.
He's not wearing those Zo 2s anymore because he would rip
He's got
through
more
them.
He's got more tattoos now.
He might. Okay. Yeah, he might. He might.
All right, thanks.
See you. You see that he was going through 2 a quarter? Ripping through his shoes? 2 a quarter of that garbage shoe that he was wearing. Yeah.
No bueno.
Yeah, no bueno. That's a good question. Breakout year. Zeke, Odell Beckham, AB's had a breakout year. It wouldn't be a breakout.
The other ones aren't breakout players. Like, the only one that breaks out is Baker Mayfield living up to the hype, being a winning quarterback above 500 team. Everyone else you're expecting to be good. We're talking.
They're already getting paid.
Yeah.
Yeah,
there's no breakout player in there other than Baker Mayfield going into the playoffs.
Yeah, all that's true. All those guys are already getting paid. They've already done broke out, right? They've broken out.
They done did it already.
I got a better one for you. Which one disappoints?
Antonio Brown.
I think I'm right there with you. He went in our league for $35.
Yeah.
$300 cap.
His attitude. That team being
Well, here's what I can see happening there.
Starts not getting the amount of targets he expects, chirping at Derek Carr.
They lose that. That's where it's going to go. See, I think they lose if they lose a couple of games.
Like if Nathan Peterman was starting, he'd be throwing me the football.
Yeah, Nate throw me the ball in practice. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, that I see. To me, that's where that's going. Is I can see him getting frustrated, and nothing's ever his fault now. Nothing's his fault. It was Ben's fault. It was Juju's fault. It's the league's fault. It's Cryo's fault. The league or the team now finding him, even though they told him nothing's his fault. And so I could see them losing a few games and him turning on Derek Carr quickly. And this is, I told you, there's three quarterbacks who this is a gigantic year for. To me, at the top of the list is Derek Carr, and the other two are Marcus Mariota and Jameis Winston. Right? This is like make or break years. You're getting paid or you're not years. You're the franchise quarterback or you're not. And the Raiders, to me, is the biggest one. It's Derek Carr is the biggest one because they're moving into a new city, into a new stadium next year. It's all about next year for the Raiders. Like, this is almost a big, long audition for him. John Gruden was hired for 10 years to move him into Vegas. I think and I think Derek Carr is set up potentially for failure with this, and I feel for him because I think I like him a lot. I really like him, and I think he's decent. But if AB doesn't get his, to your point, I can totally see him turning on Derek Carr and making that an absolute bleep show over there. And how does John Gruden handle that? How does John Gruden handle that? Because I think this is going to be a test for Gruden this year. He had Keyshawn when he was in Tampa Bay. He's had some personalities before. But I think there's a big test how he handles it.
It seems like right now he's on the positive side with Antonio Brown. He's played the good cop in the situation.
So far.
But when you get into the season, week to week, game planning, in the moment, we'll find out just how buddy John Gruden is with Antonio Brown.
I think that's right. Right, and a couple of losses that matter pile up. And who did they open up with the Broncos? Is that the Monday night game?
Late one Monday night.
We'll be right here on the Sports Animal, 7:45 on Monday night. Broncos Raiders here on the Sports Animal. That's after the Texans and the New Orleans Saints. So we got you covered for the National Football League. Who disappoints? I got all these. John said Zeke Elliott. It's funny when folks get paid, they seem to underachieve. I met Emmitt Smith. Zeke Elliott's no Emmitt Smith. And he also said on Lonzo he has more tattoos than shoes. I don't know if that's right, man. I think he's gone through a lot of shoes.
I haven't seen his tats lately, no.
I haven't either. What? Yeah.
I haven't heard anything because it's not
raining. It's off season. Yeah. Les says lunch on Candelaria Boulevard. Jeff, since he's always coming on this show, you and JJ should return the favor and appear on his program. How long are those restroom lines going to be at Ancient Rose Bowl when it's 91 degrees and folks are just guzzling different varieties of water by the gallon? Yeah, the Rose Bowl lines tend to get long. Yes. That's a super antiquated stadium. And while it's cool and it looks nice, it's not the best place for viewing, spectator experience for football. Fair enough.
But this man's got an everywhere.
I got everywhere access.
Yeah, you got access to the special bathroom.
Yeah, do you think I'll find that?
Hopefully.
Who's on one?
Chris.
All right, let's go there. Chris, good morning. You're on the Quan's Auto Care Hotline.
Good morning.
Hey, Chris.
NFL season they're getting ready to kick off. Pretty excited about it.
Should be.
I mean, I don't watch a lot of the games. I watch a few of the teams. I'm a Lions fan, so you always have hope with the Lions, but they always disappoint, but maybe this year. Comment about a conversation that occurred a day or two ago about the athletes and in the NFL, how they're treated, and there was an implication that, there's, a slavery implication. So that's all true, assuming you disregard contract law and employment law. If in my work, I have to dress a certain way. I have to behave a certain way, especially with customers. I have to do certain things to meet my employment requirements. I can't say, well, I just don't want to do that, or I can say, well, I don't believe in that, so I'm going to do this. I think that there is an obligation for employees to make sure that they follow certain rules. And I think that the companies in general and teams and the league, they have a right to expect certain behavior from their employees.
Yep.
Now, I'm not saying that they're always right, but to go as far as kind of imply this slavery thing, it's sickening. It's disgusting, because that's not what it is. People, this is a free country, but you still have to live under certain rules, and it's not all that complicated. And people like
but that's not what this
Elliott,
one was. Yeah, that's not what this one was. So this one was a GQ article on something that happened 2 years ago with the former owner and Hopkins, DeAndre Hopkins, saying that his parents, he grew up in South Carolina. His uncles, his parents, his grandparents told him stories of slavery. And when the former owner McNair, what was the quote? We can't let the inmates run the prison. He said, it felt like a slave all over again. Now, does that strike home? You're getting paid. You're not a slave, but
more nuance.
There's a little more to it than the.
Well, I don't disagree with that, but that is not an uncommon saying, by the way.
Correct. The lunatics running the asylum.
I don't use it that much. It's used relatively often. It's not something that people say rarely, and when it's said that it implies that kind of thing, we talk about that with schools and high schools where the students, they don't have a right to run the show. We do that all the time, and that doesn't imply slavery. You can infer slavery all day. And unfortunately, I think that's what's happening. And I wasn't just talking about that. I actually was combining two subjects, because the Zeke Elliott thing just bugs the living heck out of me. Somebody who doesn't live up to the standards, doesn't live up to his contract, and then has this expectation they paid him.
Yeah,
so good for them, good for him. But you know what? He's going to do it again. Take my word for it. Mm-hmm. The guy is not the sharpest knife in the drawer. And, you just bought, a product that has certain tendencies, and the tendencies are going to continue. It's not going to stop.
All right, Chris, appreciate it. And thank you. So that was two different topics there. The Zeke Elliott thing, that's the risk the Cowboys take. Jerry says he's comfortable with it.
Because he had 2 years left? Is it the character issues? What's the...
Yes, I think that's exact. Both of those is what he's saying. All right, we got a break. All right, we're late for this one. We'll come back. You can get more into that. 246-0610. On the opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
The Jim Show.
If I'm a player in Nevada, that's tough. You lose a guy that you love. Alfred is not Eric Musselman. Not as good a coach, not as good a guy, and they're not going to like playing for him as much, I hate to say.
3 minutes, don't go for it.
Sports Animal.
Jeff Posa from Posa's Tamale Factory and Restaurant in Santa Fe, where we make our famous tamales fresh by hand daily. I wanted to take this opportunity to thank the restaurants and local businesses in northern New Mexico that have supported my products throughout the past 40 years. Poake Groceries and the Sopapilla Factory in Poake, New Mexico. Connie's Food Market, Chicago Dog, La Fonda Hotel, and Castro's Restaurant right here in Santa Fe. Tamales aren't just a New Mexican delicacy, they're a lifestyle. Come on into Posa's Tamale Factory and Restaurant, you'll be glad you did.
It's trucking time at New Mexico's truck headquarters, Rich Ford. If you're in the market for a truck right now, in our used car department, we've got a lot of different makes, a lot of different models. They've all been safety certified by Rich Ford Master Technicians. They all come with a 2-year, 100,000-mile warranty, whichever comes first. And Dennis Snyder's going to tell you about the selection and the great value.
And people come from all over the state to get these values on big trucks during the trucking time and the state fair. Here's a certified pre-owned 2019 Ford F-250 Super Duty XLT for only $49,995, and it's certified pre-owned. A 15 Ford F-250 Super Duty XLT, only $39,995. A 2015 Dodge Ram 1500 Sport, only $30,995. A 14 Toyota Tacoma Limited Crew Max for only $29,995.
It's trucking time at Rich Ford, New Mexico's truck headquarters. Come see us 1 mile east of the fairgrounds at the corner of Lomas and Wyoming Northeast, rich-ford.com, and yes, we're open Sunday.
You're in charge of hiring, and Indeed has solutions, like online skills tests, which let a candidate show that they're the right hire. We'll also have a dolphin chatter excitedly in front of the perfect candidate. Okay, there's no dolphin. But skills tests, that's a for sure.
See why independent research by Silk Road shows Indeed delivers 3 times more hires than any other job site. Visit Indeed.com/promo today and get a free sponsored job upgrade on your first posting. Terms, conditions, and exclusions apply.
I'm Attorney Kevin Rowe. When you're hurt in a car wreck, time matters. The amount of time it takes you to call for help, the amount of time it takes you to get medical treatment, and the amount of time it takes you to call an attorney can all affect the value of your case. We have a team of professionals and a network of experts who are waiting to begin working on your case the moment you call. The faster you call us, the faster we can get you all the money you deserve. In a wreck, need a check? Call Literal Rowe Injury Attorney today at 544-4444. We're available 24/7.
Can get you more. Call 544-4444.
Insurance Research Council, July 2014.
Now's the time to find your color, your paint, and everything to get started during Labor Day savings at the Home Depot. Get the right paint for the right price. Save $10 on 1 gallon and $40 off free and 5-gallon buckets of paints and stains. Like Behr Premium Plus Interior, rated #1 in customer satisfaction by J.D. Power. Now starting at $14.98 after rebate for a limited time only at the Home Depot. More saving, more doing. Offer valid through September 8th via online or mail-in rebate. Limit 25 gallons per household. U.S. only. See store for details.
It's time for some straight talk.
Last spot, 30 seconds.
You get the exact same thing, would you? No. So when I tell you that Straight Talk Wireless runs on the same cell towers as the big guys but charges up to half the cost, you see where I'm going with this, right? Get America's best 4G LTE networks for less. The unlimited plan is just $45 a month with 25 gigs at high speeds, then 2G. Straight Talk Wireless, everything for less.
Savings may vary. See straighttalk.com.
The Sports Bar with Michael and Mike.
Guys, I got to tell you, this is probably one of the best parts of my day when I'm driving along and Trujillo says something that makes me laugh. Because you guys make me laugh all the time. So appreciate it.
Weekdays at 3, The Sports Animal. Catch The Sports Bar with Michael Carlisle and Mike Trujillo. Local talk today at 3, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
The inmates running the asylum is a colloquial term that has been used for a long time. Using this term in any way, shape, or form to partner it with slavery is ludicrous. Slavery, as it relates to the black man in America has ended 155 years ago. This type of rhetoric needs to stop. It's unproductive and severely misplaced. It actually wasn't inmates running. It was inmates running the prison. Which, if you, I think, again, you and I can't sit here and relate to that necessarily. But if that has a connotation, and I agree with you, the inmates running the asylum or lunatics running the asylum is to Chris and John's point, is a common colloquial term. Should it be stopped? I don't know. I don't know that it's ever had a connotation of race or class before. It's been a analogy, a metaphor, a simile. But obviously in that case it stirred, and it was used differently. And it stirred emotion in DeAndre Hopkins. The opening drive on 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal.
And it's easy to get caught up on that, just like for the previous two people, that's a buzzword for them, like how outrageous it is to think that about that saying. It was a more nuanced conversation. That's what we did yesterday. It's understandable you don't hear everything. You hear a term, you hear a headline, you spout off on it. But there was more there when DeAndre Hopkins went through it in an interview that talked about things that had happened in the past. You know, he didn't come out yesterday and say the NFL is like slavery. That's not what happened. There was more there that we talked about. And if you missed it, I get it, but it's not what some people are jumping.
Yeah, in this case, this was different than we've heard in the past. Yeah. And to their point, how can you're not a slave, you're making millions. There is a big difference. And he's right. No matter what your salary is, there are rules at everybody's job. So, 2 shoes a quarter, Jeffers. Those are first world problems. Is that why the OD commercial breaks are so long? You and JJ need to replace your footwear to keep the shoe sounding strong. Lance said you need Cumulus paid programming. You also need a shoe contract. It's from Todd. Is that why our commercial breaks are so long? Because of our shoe issues? He was going through 2 of those big baller brands 2 pairs per quarter. How do you not get hurt?
Per quarter. Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. All right, 246-0610, 888-922-0610. All right, biggest question for you, NFL season starts today. Is it what will Kyler Murray look like? Are the Browns as good as people think they are? Is it how good are the Cowboys? Are the Rams?
Not one.
Todd Gurley? Yeah. I mean,
you can't go into a season with just one. There's so many. I think Kyler Murray is going to be fine. However, that team's not good, so it's going to look really bad this year. Like, I'm excited to see what.
So how much better will he be than Josh Rosen?
It's not going to be better than Josh Rosen. That's not a good team. Like, I don't think that roster, even with the air raid offense and then opening things up, is just going to be productive this season. But then you have to say, if Kyler Murray is good, he can overcome some of that. So we'll see how that balances it out there. I'm very interested in America's new team, the Cleveland Browns.
Do they win the division?
I like the Steelers.
I do too.
I think the Browns are a wild card team. I do believe they will take that step. That there's a lot of talent outside of Odell and Baker on that roster.
Well, they got a bunch of good running backs. They're going to get even healthier. Yeah.
Nick Chubb was very good last year.
Yeah.
Does it stir things up a little bit? Shake up the apple cart when Kareem Hunt comes back, and if they work him in at all. And really now, Andrew Luck's situation, moving on to the Jacoby Brissett era again. That's a better team than just 2 years ago when Brissett was at the helm and they were 4-11 when he started. Because I think the Texans are not as good as the hype. I like Deshaun Watson, but I think that's not a runaway. I don't look at that team and go, man, Jacksonville.
Can I tell you, Jacksonville is the team that people, everybody's snoozing
They're
on
in a better spot because they can play the way they want, which is physical football.
Jacksonville.
Yes.
Yeah.
Lean on Leonard Fournette with a better quarterback.
Yeah, with a better quarterback. They've got weapons on the outside. Their defense got them to within a game and even closer than that to the Super Bowl a year prior. Their defense, for the most part, still has it all back. Now, their defense sagged last year. Did they quit? Did they get lazy? Their defense, I think, is still going to be in at an elite level. And to your point, they've got a better quarterback to go with all those weapons and a healthy Leonard Fournette. And by every account, he looks really, really good.
You have to get something out of the offense. It's the same thing when you look at the Bears tonight. That defense was incredible at creating turnovers last year. And sometimes that can be fluky. But the pressure that Khalil Mack brings, I think they're going to be good. But then you need even a little bit more out of Mitchell Trubisky and that offense, even for a 12-win team. I look at Aaron Rodgers. He says he's that dude. He puts it all on me. He goes after his head coaches. He challenges them. Well, if he's healthy, can he raise the level of that team that might not be as talented defensively?
All right, so the Bears and Packers tonight. There's a couple of sleeper teams that nobody's talking about. To me, it's Jacksonville. Minnesota's another one to me. I think Carolina's over. I don't know who I like. Well, I like New Orleans in that division. But to me, the teams, I think the Chargers make a move, but everybody's on the Chargers, right? I'm going to go Chiefs, Jaguars, Steelers, Patriots, Eagles. Boy, I'm stuck there. Bears, Packers, Vikings. Packers.
Oof.
Yeah, I'll go there. Saints and Rams. Wild cards, Chargers and the Browns. NFC wild cards will be Chicago and Dallas.
Thank you.
Is that too much?
No.
I want yours when we get back. Can I have yours when we get back? I'll give you a second. Yeah. Where you are, because I wonder how dissimilar we are. Hey, I want to tell you about Jumpstart. It's a great program that Kirtland Federal Credit Union's got going. If you're shopping for your first home, maybe been a few years since you've owned a home, you're back in the market, I got it, man. It's hard to find the money for the down payment. Kirtland Federal Credit Union gets it too, and that's why they're offering Jumpstart. Jumpstart's a down payment assistance program. They give you up to 3% of the purchase price, maximum of $6,000, and you can use it towards your down payment. Jumpstart is just for first-time home buyers and for those who have not owned a home for the last 3 years. To see if you qualify, talk to my friends over at Kirtland Federal Credit Union's mortgage team. Stop by, see them at the new Home Loan Center, centrally located on the northeast corner of Jefferson and Osuna. You can call them 1-800-880-5328. That's 800-880-5328. All the details are online. KirtlandFCU.org/jumpstart. Kirtland Federal Credit Union, they are more than military. They are for life. Kirtland Federal Credit Union is an equal housing lender, federally insured by the NCUA.
What is glamour? Frailty. What is desire? Diamonds. They say a life lived without passion is hardly worth living.
Ma'am? Ma'am? Ma'am?
Dang, this one made me feel all special.
Local Union 412. Find a career with benefits, not just a job, at UA Local 412 Training Center. We are looking for plumbers, pipe fitters, welders, and HVAC tech apprentices and journeymen. Call 505-256-9257. Local Union 412.
At New Mexico Highlands University, you're more than a student, you're family. Whether you're taking courses in Las Vegas, Santa Fe, Rio Rancho, Albuquerque, or Farmington, you'll get that one-on-one attention to inspire you to reach your goals. Let New Mexico Highlands help take your passion and accelerate it into a career and fulfilling life path. Find out why New Mexico Highlands is the right choice for you. Log on to NewMexicoHighlands.com today.
Jackson Compaction wants to help you keep your green.
And keep the community green as well.
Jackson Compaction has worked hard to maintain the same prices since day one. Always easy and painless trash removal with professional crews and quality service. If it's non-hazardous waste, debris, or trash on your land, leave it to us. At Jackson Compaction, we're dedicated to ensuring the conservation of our environment.
You trash it,
we smash it. Jackson Compaction, we've earned a reputation for great results.
Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, give Nathan Smith at Realty Executives Advantage a call. With over 18 years of real estate experience and nearly $1 billion of sales, leases, and evaluations, Nathan has the experience and the track record to get the job done. His main objective is to become your trusted real estate advisor. Give Nathan a call. Take advantage of the best offers now. It's about building a long-term relationship, and he wants to be your realtor for life.
The world-famous Laguna Burger is beautifully handcrafted. A burger that's created from certified Angus beef, sinfully cooked to juicy perfection, and garnished with New Mexico's Hatch green chili. Tempt your taste buds with mouth-watering fresh ingredients.
Cut! We're gonna need another Laguna Burger. Try the irresistible, world-famous Laguna Burger. Visit thelagunaburger.com. It's fresh with a kick. Take 32.
ABQ ER and Hospital is changing the way you see ER in Albuquerque. We promise to see each patient within 10 minutes of arrival.
Albuquerque's Lobo Station, 95.9 FM and AM 610. The Sports Animal.
53-point victory today, Team USA, over Japan in the FIBA World Cup of basketball, 98-45. Next up, Greece and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Say it.
Antetokounmpo.
Giannis
Antetokounmpo.
Antetokounmpo. That's close.
E.
There's no E in that. It's not,
No, I know.
It's
I
not
was
from
just.
New Mexico.
I was just. He's all good.
He's all good. No, he's Giannis
He's all fierce.
Antetokounmpo. Hey.
Antetokounmpo, mira.
All right, I gave you the Patriots, the Steelers, the Jaguars, and the Chiefs as your AFC champions in divisions, with the Browns and Chargers as wild cards. I gave you the Rams, the Saints, the Packers, and the Eagles in the NFC. The Cowboys and Bears as your wild card. Where are you?
AFC.
AFC.
Going Kansas City, Patriots. I will take the Texans.
Okay. You just told me they're not that good.
I don't think they're going to be wow. I think they can win that. 10-6 is going to win that division.
Okay.
Take the Steelers. And wild card will be Chargers and Browns.
So we're almost identical except for the AFC South. In fact, we are identical except for the AFC South. Right?
Yes.
All right.
NFC.
Yeah.
I'm going with Los Angeles Rams.
Attaboy. Ram it. Do you know how to ram it?
I will take the Atlanta Falcons.
Okay.
To win the division.
Over New Orleans, huh?
I have New Orleans as a wild card.
Okay.
Along with the Dallas Cowboys.
To win a division?
To win the wild card. I'll take Philadelphia to win that division. I will go with the Bears.
The Bears!
And is that 6?
Yeah, that's everybody. So your wild cards are the Saints and the Cowboys. Mine are the Bears and the Cowboys. You've got Philly, the Bears, the Falcons, and the Rams. All right. It all gets started tonight. You get to listen to the Packers and the Bears right here on your home for the National Football League. 95.9 FM and AM 610, the Sports Animal. John said it's probably the most wide-open season we've seen in years. Last year's ho-hum Super Bowl was an omen for this year. New England, Kansas City, Philly, Chargers, Rams, Bears, Steelers, and yes, even Dallas or Browns will be lifting the Lombardi Trophy. It is open.
Yeah, I think that.
But I think it's open every year.
But the average is 4 new playoff teams a year.
So
in the NFL.
That's why I say sneaky is the Jaguars and the Vikings.
And the Colts in that discussion.
Yeah, the Colts are such the wild card.
Vikings, the
because
Falcons.
You just said the Colts 3 weeks ago, right?
Yeah, with Andrew Luck, absolutely. If he was healthy, you knew he was coming back. You get the majority of the season out of him. I think Jacoby Brissett's going to be fine, but that's why that division, I think, is going to go back and forth and be 10-6. Could we even win it? With those teams beating each other up.
By week 3, will Jacoby Brissett be owned in more than 65% of fantasy football leagues? Bigger riser, Jacoby Brissett or Kyler Murray's owned in every league, right? So I'm thinking, like, who's going to be a bigger rising quarterback that's not already there? Stafford's interesting to me. Derek Carr's interesting to me.
And that's the
Flacco,
where things change, because Tom Brady, probably the best quarterback of all time, not a really good fantasy quarterback.
You tell Jason that he almost played him instead of Patrick Mahomes. Well, what's
The
wrong
same
with-
thing with like
What?
Matthew
That was even a
Stafford.
question to you, right? Like what?
Like Matthew Stafford, not great fantasy wise. Like especially if you're just in a 10
He's always
league.
right around 300 yards, about 2 yards under it.
He's not putting up great numbers. I don't think that's an offense that's been as wide open as it has been in years past. For breaking it down that way.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. I think that's absolutely fair. All right, who's Super Bowl is going to be whom? Everybody's on Kansas City and New Orleans.
It's going to be the Patriots
and the Rams.
Run it back.
Patriots and the Rams. Run it back.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
How about them Cowboys?
Hey, I like them Cowboys.
You like them Cowboys? They good enough to win this whole thing?
It could be, yeah.
Can they beat the Giants on Sunday?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Oh,
Mark it
yeah,
down.
buddy. They're going to beat the Giants.
Beat the Giants.
Zeke Elliott, 14.5 touches, over-under on Sunday.
I'm going to say under.
14. I got to go over.
I think so, too. Where would you
I
put
think
the
they're
number
gonna
that
have
would
him on
make
a
you
pitch
think?
That made me think.
Yeah.
I think, but
proceed with caution.
With 4 or 5 receptions, 10 rushes, you're right there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Tony Pollard, 9.5 over/under touches.
Over.
Take the under.
It's going to be right around there, isn't it? I'm going to get into this odds-making game. That's what I want.
OD odds.
Yeah, that's right. OD odds. All right. Tonight, winners. Packers, Bears. You don't even care. I'm not asking.
No,
you.
I like
No,
the
you don't like the game. It's a stupid game.
Let me in,
You don't even
please.
care. No, you can't come
Por
in.
favor.
Take your little
Come
trophy and go
on.
home to Love.
Come on.
Hey, Love, look what I got. I got the trophies in a batch.
I like green. I picked the cheese.
You're going with the Green Bays tonight? They're, what did you tell me, 3-point dogs?
I think they cover.
You think they cover? Mm-hmm. Do they win?
To be determined. Dun, dun, dun.
Well, look at you. What are you, Carla? Man,
Come on.
maybe. Maybe.
Bears win, Packers cover.
So Bears win by 1 or 2. Mm-hmm. That's good football right there. Packers win tonight. They're in the Bears' heads. I really believe that. Mm-hmm. I believe they're in the cabezas of the Chicago Bears. Los ojos de Chicago? No?
Los osos, yeah.
What did I say? Ojos?
Yeah,
that would
eyes.
be eyes.
Yeah. I'm like,
Osos. Huh? Yeah. Lo siento, señor. Osos de Chicago. All right.
Yeah, I like football. I like football season and all the things that go with it.
You know what we need?
What?
A buddy cop comedy. Bill Belichick, Kawhi Leonard.
I think that's probably right. I think that's
the new Lethal Weapon.
This came in this morning. Dustin Johnson, you know who that is? Wayne Gretzky's son-in-law? One of the best golfers in the world. Surgery this morning to repair cartilage-damaged left knee.
Oh, he's done.
Expected to be back for PGA Tour in the fall. 35 years old, won 28 times on tour. Considered routine and similar in nature. Third-ranked golfer in the world was under the knife. I think he's done. What are you saying he's done? Oh, I missed the sarcasm font.
Google it.
Google me, Chuck. What? What else I get tonight? I guess that's all I need tonight. Do I get college football tonight?
Football's here. College football doesn't exist
I don't get
anymore.
college
as the
football
NFL
tonight.
started.
I don't think it's going up against the NFL opener.
There's no college
way.
football tonight? There's no Thursday night
Baseball
college football.
done. Get out of here. Who watches that sport anyway?
See you in October.
You see what I
See you
get?
in October, baseball.
You see what we get tomorrow night, though? Marshall Boise State is good.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be good.
Like, Marshall Boise State is good.
That might be the night college has to start taking over. It's Friday.
Well, they're trying.
Yeah.
They're absolutely trying, and you've got to pick your markets though, because of high school football. But yeah, they're really trying. Then you get 2 Conference USA teams tomorrow. Rice with an opportunity. Rice got Wake Forest at home. Wake Forest played last week at home against Utah State And now they're going on the road to play Rice. It's interesting, isn't it, for an ACC team? Rice is 0-1. They hung with Army last week.
There are levels to Power 5.
Yes, there's no doubt.
Even if you're in a Power 5, you can't.
Well, so this. Let me take this back to the Jans conversation we had earlier. And Chris Jans was with us. Wake Forest. You go to Wake Forest, say, hey, let's play a home and home in basketball. You're New Mexico State. What's in it for them? They're in the ACC. They play Duke and Carolina and Syracuse and Virginia. Why they got to play you? They don't, right? All right, so Paul Weir calls. Well, hey, we're New Mexico, not New Mexico State. Know the difference, even though ESPN doesn't? We're here, and we have the pit and everything, but we'd like to play you guys. What's in it for them? Mm-hmm. Nothing. Now, Jans's point was right. I'll argue with you that it's if we beat you, it's not a bad loss. It doesn't fall in the bad loss column, but you still got to deal with it with your fan base. Go try to explain to some ACC fan in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, or the Wake Forest grad who's living in Raleigh.
All right, you got some news I want to get in before you
get
out of here. Statement from head coach Bob Davie.
Ooh.
While I will be around next week and involved, I've decided to not make the trip to South Bend for our September 14th game with Notre Dame. After receiving advice from my doctors and wife, I wanted to make this decision now so our team and coaching staff could go into the weekend with clarity and consistency. My doctors have said that with no setbacks, I can expect a full recovery with no limitations. I have great confidence in our staff, and this gives us our best chance for success and limits the distractions. Saga Tuateli will serve as acting head coach. Will be in charge of game management.
All right.
Bob Davie.
So he said he'll be around the team. Is that what that says?
Yeah, sounds like it. Yeah, practice and stuff.
And you saw the tweet this morning. Clay Davie, Bob's son, tweeted a picture of Bob at team meetings this morning.
He looked good.
So Saga, and that was kind of what we thought yesterday, right? When we were looking at who would be the guy. Saga Tuatela, the offensive line coach, will be the acting head coach. Coordinators will go do the
Call us up at 246-0610 or 888-92.
Give me back that trophy.
Darn it. Okay.
What? What?
No, that's yeah. No, it's fair. I'll give it back.
Is that jacked? All right, thanks to Chris Jans, New Mexico State's head coach, was with us.
30.
Harry Palm tomorrow, Nick Nee tomorrow. Coming up next on ProView, what do you got? Something. Cibola Highlands tonight. Jim Rome Show is next on the radio, followed by the Dan Patrick Show, Sports Bar at 3, and then you get Packers and Bears at 5:30. We'll be back tomorrow morning with award-winning radio for you at 7 a.m. You guys in?
10.
See you tomorrow.
All right, go out and be good to each other. Be kind, loving, caring, and sharing. Smell you tomorrow.